Cats versus the Carolina Predators. I'm joined by my soulmate,
Yes.
Craig Chapman.
How's it going, Coach?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Got a little humidity out of the air in Georgia this week, so it doesn't feel like you can cook on the concrete right now.
Well, that's always a plus. I tell the kids all the time that don't be mad at me because it's hot. Blame your parents for living in Georgia.
That's right. But, it'll only be 100 next week, so we get what we want.
Yeah.
Spend a whole day outside looking at the big orange ball in the sky, melting.
Yeah, the heat waves coming up from the ground.
Yeah,
It's always good times.
The best part about it is when you look at if you're ever on a turf field in the middle of one of those 7-on-7s, and it looks like the desert shimmering off there in the far.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey,
yeah.
okay.
Start seeing mirages and whatnot.
That's right.
Well, hey, that's one of the great things about the Cats is they can play inside.
That's right. Climate controlled
football. That's a novel idea. Typically reserved for places in the north.
That's true, Coach. That is true.
Or professional teams.
Yes, So a little bit different football this week. Got a chance to watch it last week, and we've had some games on the air previously with the Peachstate Cats. But last week was your first time, Coach. What was your impression?
Oh, yeah. Really fast. I will say the guy catching the ball in the end zone, like trying to catch the ball, going over the rail, I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
People getting knocked into the wall, I really enjoyed.
A little bit different, There really is no late hit out of bounds. You just get rammed into a wall like it's football's version. This is a football version of hockey.
It was hilarious, and there were a lot of people that took exception to getting run into the wall.
Yeah, I know.
Which is also very entertaining.
Yeah, because, you play arena football, and there's a chance that you're going to get run into the wall once or twice or 10 times a game. So, different rules for arena. It's a 50-yard, field. You're not going to see a punt today. And just about every play is going to be a pass. And the Cats over the team that, to redeem themselves from losing 38-13 previously to the Peachstate Cats and just got smacked again. So it'll be real interesting to see what happens today in this game. And we found out previously, Coach, before the game, that the Peachstate Cats have qualified for the playoffs.
That's awesome.
And they are going to play the Carolina Energy. I believe they said the game would be next week. And let's just put it to you this way. They've played the Carolina Energy previously this year, and it's a game we don't comment on. It was not the Cats' best performance. Let's just put it to you that way.
Well, you always got to look at when you're trying to redeem a loss that you got to look at it like, well, we're a different team now.
Yeah.
It's a different team. It's a different time. And I will say I love the shiny numbers. I really like the shiny numbers.
Before we get too far into this, the Peachstate Cats would like to thank their sponsors. There's Papa John's for sponsoring the pregame meal and halftime. There's Michael Gill State Farm from Watkinsville, Georgia, sponsoring all touchdowns and first downs. There's the Metro by T-Mobile Red Zone and Scoreboard. And all timeouts are sponsored by Coca-Cola and Body Armor Sports Drinks.
That's wonderful.
Had any Body Armor Sports Drinks this week, Coach?
Man, I have not had any. I saw them at the store the other day, and I thought about buying one just so I'll know what it tastes like. But I did drink a Powerade yesterday, which is a Coca-Cola product, of course.
It is.
I drank a Powerade the other day simply because, I really thought I was going to pass out.
Coach, what are your keys to the game today?
My keys to the game. Okay, center quarterback exchange. We've seen that go horribly wrong at all levels of football.
The first play of last week's game was a horrible center quarterback exchange.
And then, this game is different, but special teams can still play a real difference in this game. I know last week the fact that the Cats kicker was able to make the other team start at the 20 every time, take away any sort of return, that makes the team start at a disadvantage.
And I'm gonna go one. I agree with everything you said, Coach. Special teams is an interesting thing in this game because you can score points on your kickoff if you're able to, tackle someone before they get out of the end zone, things of that nature. But I'm gonna go with turnovers and red zone offense. The Peachstate Cats are allergic to the end zone from inside the 10-yard line. If they score, it is normally from a long way away. And last week, their red zone performance was we'll just say it wasn't good.
Dismal.
That's being kind. So, they could have put up 60 points last week if they scored every time they were inside the 10-yard line. So they need to clean that up this week, especially before they head to next week's game, which is going to be a monumental task. But, the defense has played really well at home this year. They played really well the last time they played the Predators. I expect this to be a much different game, a much closer game. And I can't wait to see it get started right here. Looks like we've got the coin toss coming up. So I love this. They made the other team walk to the other sideline for the coin toss.
Nice.
Yeah. So, got any score predictions, Coach?
My guess is going to be 48-12.
48-12. All right, I'm going to go Peachstate 47-24.
It's a fun game to watch.
Yeah, and you can literally run these games can be 77-76. I mean, there's so many ways you can score, but the game is so fast because of the running clock, and it makes everything seem a lot differently because the clock just runs continuously. It only stops in 3 different ways. You can call a timeout and stop it, turnover on down stops it, and then 4 penalty, and then after an extra point.
That's one of the things we were talking about. You were talking about the red zone. But what the folks at home have to realize, if you're not familiar with arena football, the field is so compressed. Because what did we say last week? 27 yards across, basically?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe.
Huh?
85.
85 feet, whatever that converts to in yards, because I'm not smart enough to do that math. So 28 yards, basically. 28 yards across, and it's only 50 yards long. But, on a regular football field, you're talking about 53 1/3.
Yeah, so
there's a lot more room to work. But you get inside the 10, and all of a sudden, 4 people can kind of cover the end zone.
And you're shrunk, man. It's a shrunken game. So the Peachstate Cats are going to receive right here.
Who won the toss on that one? I was busy running my mouth.
I think that Carolina won the toss and deferred, so Peachstate received.
Okay.
Because Peachstate has notoriously won the toss and deferred so that they would get the ball to start the second half.
It's always a good plan.
In the last game against Carolina, they did that, scored on the last play of the first half, and I had pulled at Adam Collins and Bo McMichael and basically came back from break and said this game is over.
Yes.
The only way that it can't be over is if, the Peachstate Cats do something dumb like, turnover, and they fumbled the opening kickoff on the return of the second half. And I was like, well, there you go. They were lucky enough. They were lucky enough to turn them over on the next play. So it was a turnover. I think there was 3 turnovers in 5 plays.
Well, that's one of those things. It's just everything's happening so fast.
And it's going to be hard to see the numbers on these gray jerseys, Coach.
Yes, it is.
I mean, when I say hard to see the numbers, the optimal term is impossible.
I even have my glasses on, and I can't see the numbers.
Everybody stop and give a moment of silence. Coach Collins has his glasses on.
Yeah.
I love
maybe their intention was to be anonymous.
I love the fact that you said everything's so much clearer now.
So much sharper. It's crazy.
So we do have a roster for the Predators, but, if we can't see the numbers, it's going to be really hard for us to tell you what it is, who it is, and where it is.
And there's the kick. It's a low kick, gonna bounce into the end zone.
Uh-oh.
Hit the wall.
He's gonna have
almost
to
knelt down. Scooped up. Here he comes around the left side. Number 1, Omar Wright on the return.
And that's going to be 1st and 10 at the 5 right here. So rough starting field position for your Peachstate Cats.
Brought down by Chris Jones for the Predators.
Chris Jones.
And Company. Chris Jones and Company.
Chris Jones and Company sounds like a great name for a rock group.
Yes. That would be a good – does sound like a good band name.
Chris Jones and Company performing live at the Fox.
I do think the Predators should invest in some shiny numbers.
Shiny numbers are the way to go, Coach.
I do like the shiny numbers. Those are nice.
1st and 10 right here at the 5.
Cats come up. In the gun right there. Quick throw out to the right side. Going to be slammed into the wall. Short pickup at best.
Not so sure. May have gained half a yard on that, Coach.
Chris Payne whipped that one out there.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and right at 10. And this is notoriously a point in the game or a place on the field where Peachstate likes to throw the ball deep to the post.
Here comes motion on Payne's left side. There's a snap. He looks down the right side, has a man. How's that not interference?
Guess they're going to call it uncatchable, Coach.
You can't hit people while the ball's in the air. That pass intended for Clevante Evans broken up by some pass interference.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 at the 5. So
far, the Predators playing pretty good defense.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, they did a good job of up front in the last game of just having constant pressure. And, you know, the Cats were able to escape the pressure and hit some big plays, especially on 4th down.
Payne in the gun, getting a little pressure. Going to be a hold over there on the right side. Looked like the tackle their guard lost his footing.
Might be a safety if it's in the end zone.
Tried to grab. No, they're throwing it. They threw it at the 2-yard line, I believe. You know, obviously they're going to decline this. Calling a block below the waist.
Yep. And that penalty will be declined.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and see what the Cats are going to do right here. You know, this is one of those crazy things. In any other football at your own 5-yard line, you would absolutely punt.
That's correct.
But Payne's back in the huddle.
Oh, they're not going to punt, Coach. I would look for something that's going to come with that funky orbit motion or, you know, that jet motion straight ahead. Looks like we might get a timeout right here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Cats timeout. Timeout brought to you by Coca-Cola and Body Armor Sports Drinks.
And while we're sitting here, Coach, just, you know, the thing that's scary about this is that you know, from a defensive standpoint, is that any play can be a touchdown in this. But, you know, now that you're sitting at 4th and 10, every coach is going to say, sit at the sticks. They're running to the sticks. If you sit at the sticks in this game, it's going to be 6 points.
Yeah, because you run past the sticks. Although I will say this competition right here between number 93, Marquez Robs, and is that 79?
It is, Coach.
And number 79, Eric Janou, is kind of what I've been watching up here on the front line. And I think right now that Robs is kind of getting the best of him. Here comes that orbit motion. There's a snap.
Right in the middle.
Payne throws it down the left side. It's going to be a 1st down. Pass complete to number 2, Brian Robinson. And just like that, the Cats move to sticks.
Gain of about 14 right there, Coach. So it'll bring up 1st and 10, and that's a Michael Gill State Farm 1st down right there, the first down of the game. And the Cats are on the move out here at the 17-yard line, so it's a 12-yard gain.
Payne in the gun. Buford offset to his left side. Calling for the motion to his right. There's a snap. Payne drops, scrambles, and it's going to be brought down, loses the ball. Ball's out. It's going to be recovered by the Cats. I think that's Buford that came up with the ball. It is. That was a heads-up play by him. I'm not sure how the rule works like this. You know, I know for us, a lot of times you can't advance a fumble.
Well, whatever just happened right there ended up being 7
Because,
yards.
Yeah, that's a great play. Fumble the ball forward, let somebody jump on it.
He's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 right here for Peachstate. And the great thing was, I'm sitting here looking at it, the guys for the other team, and nobody's, yelling and screaming. Nobody's saying anything. Now it looks like they called an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass.
Yes, sir. So that incomplete pass will make it 2nd down and 10 right here for Peachstate. Still at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. Payne calls motion. There's a snap. He's looking down the right side. Pass complete to Robinson for a short gain.
Going to pick up about 3 and going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Brought down by somebody who won't show me his number. His jersey's rolled up and he's got long hair. That's a bad combo.
And red numbers on a gray jersey is also
Indeed.
a bad combo.
Indeed. For future reference, if anybody needs uniform pointers, I'll be happy to help you out. Because if you'd taken that red, outlined it in a white, it would kind of jump off that jersey. Or even like a metallic, like the chrome, like the Cats have, which I really appreciate. Painting the gun, motion to his left, looks like that's Robinson. There's a snap, he drops, throws down the middle of the field, had Robinson but just could not connect.
And we're going to bring up 4th down again, Coach.
Well, that doesn't seem to be a big deal around here.
We're in arena football. We have an 8-play drive that has gone exactly 14 yards.
Yeah, that just blows my mind.
Well, I'm incorrect on that. It's gone 15 yards, Coach. My bad.
Well, but the thing is if the Cats can convert right here, they're hanging on to the ball, and the clock goes so fast.
The clock is running. That is the one thing about it.
That you just take away the other team's opportunity to win.
We better hurry up, though, because that play clock has been running.
Payne brings him to the line.
4th down and 7 right here.
Buford to his right and a sniffer. Robinson in motion to the left. He drops, throws down the middle of the field,
touchdown.
Has a man, and just like that, it's a touchdown. Pass complete to Omar Wright. Yeah, I saw what happened there. The corner out there on the offensive left stepped inside to try to jam Robinson. And when he tried to jam Robinson, Omar Wright just went right by him.
Yep.
Because Omar Wright's too fast for that.
Miss a jam, and it's 6 points. And that's in any league, man. Doesn't just have to be, arena league. That's in any league, and we're drafting people for the point after right here. Looks like we got everybody now.
Rice and Richardson out to kick for the Cats.
Now we've got more people than we need.
Well, I would say better to have too many, but that's not a thing either. There's a snap, a hold, and a kick, and it's up, and it's good. Although I did see a signal. I guess they just figure he's automatic, so they don't even have to signal anymore.
That 30-yard touchdown pass to number 1, Omar Wright, was the Michael Gill State Farm touchdown. It is the first touchdown of the game for the Peachstate Cats. And now we get to see if Mr. Richardson kicks this thing off of the ceiling.
I'm going to say yes.
Because if
I'm going to say it. Okay, where's it going to bounce? I'm going to say it bounces at the 25. What do you say?
I'm going to say he kicks it a low line drive and it makes it to the end zone.
Okay.
I'm going to see. I want him to kick it into the concession stand. That's what I want to see him do. First play, the first drive for the Cats went 8 plays, 45 yards, culminated on a 30-yard touchdown pass. And the first down that they got in that drive and the touchdown both occurred on 4th down.
Nice.
I mean, when you have to go for it on 4th down from your own 5,
That's usually you're down and you're trying to come back, and
Exactly.
there's no time left.
Which is why I love this. This is my kind of football.
Richardson lines up the kick. The referee is holding the kickoff for some reason.
We're waiting on the refs again.
And he backs out of the way. And here it comes, and there it is.
And you were right.
Where's it going to hit? Oh, the 22. The 22-yard line.
It was picked up at the 26, Coach.
Okay, well, this is pretty close either way. Yeah, he absolutely hammered that one.
Yeah, he would have kicked that over everything. It would have been out in the middle of the street.
I wonder if they pop balls hitting the ceiling sometimes.
I would.
No?
We have been told they don't pop balls hitting them on the ceiling.
Okay.
So it'll bring up 1st down and 10 right here at the 20-yard line. First drive of the game for the Carolina Predators, who in the first meeting between the Cats and the Predators struggled mightily in the first quarter and a half. They did absolutely nothing. They didn't have a first down until the last 2 minutes of the first half, Coach.
They just had a lineman that didn't know he needed to be out there. That's not a good sign.
No, Coach. Well, at least they're not coaching them on how to kick slide yet, which we saw last week.
Yeah. Donnie Bird line up at the sniffer. That's a big back for you. Here comes motion.
Here comes delay of game.
And I think you're correct there, Coach.
Or the clock never stopped. He's going to go over and tell him right now.
He's saying, hey, Skippy, how about you pay attention?
He's telling him right now, don't do that again.
Okay, so run it when you say run it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do like this. When you see my arm, when I'm doing the windmill out here, that means run the clock.
Have you ever done the worm on the field, Coach?
Not on the field.
And they did have a delay of game, so there you
go. I have been actually, my nickname in high school was Electric Boogaloo, so I was quite the dancer.
Breaking two?
Yes, I was quite the dancer. Break out the cardboard, insane jumpsuit. Yeah.
There you go. So it's 1st and 15 now.
Predators line up. Quarterback calls for motion. There's a snap. He drops. Gets lots of pressure, and he's going to get absolutely molested right there at the 10-yard line. Everybody and their brother's in on that one. Great job by that pressuring Cats defense up front.
Number 33 was the first person there, Coach.
That's Mr. Buford. But these 3 Cats they got playing up front. Number 42, Quentin Johnson. Number 3, Brandon Thorpe. And then number 92, Ricky Clake. They do a great job for the Cats, just applying pressure.
2nd down and
There's
21.
Motion. Quarterback drops, and again, that's got to be a safety.
That's a safety right there.
He retreated. He retreated into the end zone.
They're going to call him down at what? What did they say? The 2? They're going to call him down at the 2, Coach.
Oh, that's a terrible call. At the very best, it's the 1-yard line.
I agree.
At the absolute best, it's the 1-yard line. I don't know what that guy's looking at, but maybe he needs my glasses.
So
if I was there, I would probably offer them to him.
It is now 3rd down, Coach. 3rd down and 28.
3rd and 28. Although we know 3rd and 28 is not a big deal. Because we've seen what was it? It was 2nd and 28 last week.
Yeah, and it was a first down on the next play. But I don't think they can block the Cats.
No.
I mean, the first 2 plays have just been somebody should yell, look out.
Yeah, they need to run a screen. There's a flag down on the ground.
And they're going to call the center. They're going to call the center wasn't the nose wasn't straight up on the center.
So they're going to call illegal defense. One of the things about arena football.
He keeps looking at the offense, so let's see what this is.
No, he's going to call false start.
Yeah.
Hey, but just so you know, one of the things about arena football is that the defensive linemen have to line up, head up. You can't caddy corner or line up in a gap like you do in a lot of levels of football. It's just not something that's allowed. The linebackers can only drop 6 yards unless a back leaves the backfield, and you can't send. You have to play a 5-man box, and you can't send more than 4, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm catching on.
And you're going to send 4 every play.
Quarterback lines up.
Drop 3 right there.
Oh,
and it was dropped.
Pass intended for the receiver on the right side, broken up for the Cats by number 4, Brian Walker. And for those of you that are listening that are Predators fans, I wish I could see their numbers, but when the action is going, it's all but impossible.
And it's going to bring up 4th down, Coach, and forever. The ball is literally on the goal line.
So 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
It's really not 4th and goal. It's really 4th and, 4th and
a bunch.
30.
That sounds correct.
4th and 30 is what it is. So
I'm not sure what the motion man is right now. I guess they're going to run some sort of orbit motion from left to right.
Oh, they just got him to jump all sides. Good job. Now it's 4th and 25.
Hey, there you go.
Look at where the ball spotted, Coach. It's literally on the goal line.
Well, right here, what I would be thinking is if they're going to try to quick kick, they needed a little bit more room so the quarterback can stand back a little further.
I think they're going to screen him.
Well, I mean, that would be what I'd do. I mean, this begs for a screen. And the thing is if statistically speaking, if you give the Cats the football right here, they're not going to score.
They have struggled inside the 10.
That's what I'm saying. Inside the 10-yard line, it's so difficult. It's not a knock on the Cats. The field's so compressed, it's so easy to guard everything.
We've seen them try just about everything. They've gone under center in this area. They've gone wildcat. They've done just about everything you can do.
But Predators line up, no motion, which is kind of odd. Quarterback drops, throws down the left side, and it's going to be enough for a first down.
Ooh, not even close, Coach.
Oh, sorry, wrong stick. Wrong stick.
It will be completed.
I saw the stick, and typically when the play covers that much ground,
yep,
I assume it's a first down.
That was a 16-yard completion, and it still would have bring up, 9. They were 9 yards short, so it'll be first down and 10 right here for the Cats. Looks like they're going to be at about the 21-yard line.
I think so. But this is a good spot for them. There's enough room to work, but you're not so far that you really got to worry about anything.
Be a good chance to see if they're going to run the football. They did that a little bit last week. A little inside zone.
I would think that orbit motion would lend itself to some option-type game.
I've never seen it run in this.
I think that would be something interesting to take a look at.
I know one thing. If you can run the quarterback in this, then you are deadly.
And here comes motion.
Oh, no.
Oh, bad snap. Little fumble-rooski action.
There we go. Pick up a 5 right there.
Buford scoops it up off the ground, really heads-up play. That's the second really big offensive play he's had today. He recovered a fumble earlier, and then that's his second fumble recovery, and he's got 12 yards off the 2 recoveries.
Well, he would have had 12. They called the other one an incomplete pass.
They did call that incomplete pass. That was a bad call. I'm saying had the refs made a good call, that would have been the situation.
Most refs don't make good calls, Coach. They just make calls.
Not in my estimation anyway.
There we go. Second down and 5 right here for the Cats. Ball is at the 16-yard line.
He was also in on that first sack.
He was.
He was the first guy there.
Before everybody else in red showed up.
That's right. There's a snap. Payne drops. Rips it across the middle.
Oh, nice
Great catch right there.
And he flips over the thing.
And there he goes. He's over the rail. What a catch by number 16, Quavante Evans. So it's Payne to Evans right there. Nice. One hand on you.
Yes, sir.
One hand on you.
That'll be 16 yards.
And there he goes, jumping into the crowd.
16-yard catch for the Michael Gill State Farm touchdown. And a 13-0 lead right here for the Cats.
And the route is on.
As we get up underneath 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Richardson lines up the kick.
Well, according to that, it says 12-0, so he may not have made the first one.
I find that hard to believe. Although I did not see a signal.
This is true.
So maybe he missed it.
Well, it says 12 on the scoreboard, Coach. My untrained eyes.
Snap, hold, kicks up.
I don't think that one was good either.
Okay, how are they look? How is he judging that? The referee, I watched him. He sat there. He waited until he hit the net, then turned back and looked, and then decided to make the call. But obviously Richardson very frustrated with himself. He's 0 for 2 today. If he's shaking his head, I'm guessing that he missed that one. But I'm not sure how you would tell if a kick was good if you're looking straight ahead and then you turn to look at the net to see where it hit the net. I'm thinking that's probably a bad strategy for telling whether or not the kick's been made.
Well, that one was wide left, Coach. I could see that one. He hooked that one pretty bad. First one looked like it was right down the middle, but, at the angle we have.
Right, we have a different vantage point.
So it's kind of hard to tell.
Although, again, hey, not only will I give uniform advice, any referees trying to figure out what's going on, just give us a ring. We'll throw a number up there. You give us a call, and we'll tell you what you did wrong. I'm just trying to help. And there's a Richardson kick. And just like always, it hit the ceiling.
That one landed at the 18, Coach.
Well, he's pushing it further down the field now.
Yep. 1st and 10 at the 20 right here. Second series for the Carolina Predators. And let's see if on this series if they can not get the delay of game on the first play, and then if they can protect. That was so easy for me to say. I just destroyed that. I promise you, I
should end that with "That's all, folks."
Yeah, bitty. Sound like I'm Twinkie from Buck Rogers. So, and if y'all don't know
in the 21st century,
that's right.
What was his sidekick? What was the lady's name on that show?
Oh, Wilma. Yeah, it was Wilma.
No. What was her real name?
Erin Gray.
Yes, she was. I was in love with her when I was a kid.
And since I knew her name, you probably can figure out that I was too.
Looks like they're going to sub defensive ends right here. That's Marcus Dowdle that came in. Marcus from Georgia Tech.
Yes.
Look at the big brain on Marcus.
They're resetting the play clock right here. I don't think the white hat is really happy with the clock operator right now.
Well, that's got to be tough hitting that stop and start.
He will not be sending that young man a Christmas card.
You got both buttons to work, stop and start. That's whoo.
You're on it tonight, Coach. The snark is real.
All right, here comes that orbit motion from right to left. There's a snap. Quarterback drops, throws it out to his left. Has a man, makes a move, stays up on his feet. He's got help coming.
Wow.
But the Cats finally get him down as he's brought down by a host of Cats. That pass complete to a guy whose number I cannot read. But the first really big play for the Predators.
Gain of 20 right there and a first down. Predators right on the edge of the red zone right here.
Trips out to the right. Here comes the orbit motion from right to left. There's a snap. Quarterback whips it out to his left side. Same play. And they're going to blow it dead right there.
At a 4-yard line, Coach?
So it seems.
No.
He did take exception to people grabbing him. I hope he understands this is football. People will grab you, especially if you have the ball.
Down to the 8.
If you have the ball, it makes you a popular guy.
I agree, Coach. Absolutely.
But
that's a 7-yard gain right there.
Okay, what they're going to do right here, I'm expecting a wrinkle. They got trip set to the left this time. Here comes the orbit motion. Mm-hmm. Are they going to the back with the ball on the flats on this one?
It could be a screen.
There's the motion. Here's the snap.
Ball's tipped.
And huge opportunity right there for the Cats to try and pick that one off.
If somebody catches that one, they are going to the house.
I think Mr. Dowdle got that one.
Get your hands up.
That's right. A batted ball is as good as a sack.
They have come through. If they're pressing these guys on the edge, once again, that's easy for me to say. If they were pressing the receivers on the edge, the blitz has come free so many times that there would be nowhere to go with the football.
The quarterback's name is Mark Littlejohn. I like that.
Okay.
Littlejohn in the gun. Calls for motion. There's the snap. He decides to take off. He's going to make it in.
He's going to score.
Nice job. Littlejohn gets in. And just like that, the Predators are on the board.
12-6 game right now.
Just poor tackling.
Yeah. Dropped, they rushed 3 right there, Coach.
In the words of my compadre Warren Kingsley, grab, grab, grab. If grab it doesn't work, you have to hit people. Make them pay.
You would especially like to hit the quarterback, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes.
And they are going to attempt the PAT right here.
They line up to kick. And, again, this gentleman's hair is covering his number. So he's a straight-on kicker.
Yeah.
There's a snap, the hold.
It's blocked.
And it's blocked.
And they cannot do that.
Well, I think they can because the ball didn't make it past the line of scrimmage. So,
okay, then.
I think that's a live ball in a 2-point conversion.
Now, that is a different way to get a 2-point conversion.
Am I wrong here? Can we get some help from the peanut gallery?
We never saw a signal, so we don't know if they
they gave them the points.
So they did?
Because the ball never passed the line of scrimmage. It was blocked. The other team could advance it the other way.
Yeah.
So I guess if you scoop it up and get in, I guess it's –
Yeah,
But when they got blocked, the Cats kind of relaxed.
Sure did. And you see that once or twice a year where somebody blocks a kick and everybody kind of sits there and looks and somebody on the offense picks it up and gets a first down, or somebody kicks on third down and the kick is blocked and somebody recovers it and they get to kick it again. It's happened a couple of times, in this state, in some of the biggest games in this state. So right now.
You see that guy hitting the Carlton in the end zone?
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of Coach K. That's funny.
So it's 12-8 now, Coach.
It's a 4-point game.
Predators had a nice drive.
That's what I get for opening my big mouth. It looked like it was getting ready to be a complete blowout.
Yeah.
And, they just turn it around on you.
They didn't even get the third down on that one. They just ripped it down the field in 4 plays. 4 plays, went 20,
looks like a little short driving kick.
Oh, no.
The cat's trying to get on it.
Didn't get on it. Missed the ball.
He thought somebody else had fallen on it.
Yep, the guy behind him tried to fall on it and missed it.
And he was going to stand up and block for him. And I completely get that, because they tell you once somebody's on the ball, everybody else should get in front of them.
Yep.
To try to help them. And just like that, the Predators looking for the lead.
They're going to take over at the Cats' 19-yard line. And all of the good fortune the Cats had to start this game has gone completely out the door.
And I don't understand where the pressure has gone.
Well, they're throwing
I guess he's ripping it so fast.
Yeah, and they're not.
And 2 of those plays were the exact same where he just threw it to the orbit motion man.
Well, that was the last 3. That's the last 3 plays they were successful on. They had a 16-yard gain on fourth down that time when it was 4th and 100 miles, and then after that, you're looking at it, and they just came back and did what would work the first time, and they did it right down the field in a hurry. So you're going to have to make a change in how you're covering this to, maybe just sit on that short hitch route because you're getting pressure. But when he's catching the ball and just firing it out to the short flat out here to the left.
Well, if you're not moving with the motion, you got no chance really.
Yep.
But how do you? Because you got to play a 5-man box. Here comes pressure, and there's a flag down. Quarterback's down. Mr. Buford was there. I'm not sure if they're going to get him for an offsides. Right now, it doesn't look like it. Well, they're talking about it.
It's going to be against the Cats.
He just say raising your hand?
If you're sure.
What was the call?
I'm guessing it was an illegal defense. That's the only thing it could have been.
Okay.
Somebody may have lined up, not directly. The nose may have lined up in a shade.
All he did was raise his right hand. I don't know if he was taking an oath or
So
signaling a penalty. I'm unsure what's going on there.
that erases the sack. It'll bring up 1st down and 5 right here. Ball should be at the 14-yard line. And so far, all that momentum that was on the Cat sideline is now shifted, gone 15 feet to the left, and is on the Predator sideline.
Big Mo, she is a fickle beast.
Yes. I have no idea what is going on. Looks like they're getting.
Is the referee calling the play? Is that what's going on?
I think that's the coach.
Okay. The white hat threw me off.
Yeah, I got you, Coach. I was sitting there thinking the same thing for a second.
All right, fellas, this is what you got to do right here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure they need that kind of help.
I don't understand what all the delay was.
Slot out to the left. Sniffer back also to the left. Little John in the gun.
This game has come to a grinding halt here because of one penalty.
And we're about to get back to action.
Maybe.
There's a snap. Throw made out to the left.
Ball's down.
On the ground.
That's picked up.
Scooped. And still fighting. Going to be brought down. That ball picked up by number 6 for the Cats, Xavier Walker. Great job by Mr. Walker right there. Heads up play. And the defense coming up big for the Cats.
You had an 8-yard completion right there, but then a turnover, Coach. So really, you kind of eliminated that, snafu on the kickoff return. And so the Cats will take over right here. 1st down and 10 for their 3rd possession. They're perfect. They've scored both times they've touched the football. And the way this thing is looking, it might have to continue to be that way.
So the Cats dodged a bullet right there with what could have been a stolen possession.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, Coach. So it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 14-yard line for the Cats.
So at the end of 1, your Peachstate Cats 12, the Carolina Predators 8. I'll tell you what, it's an exciting game.
It is. Pretty close. We've had some big plays.
It is pretty close.
Looks like the Predators have improved on offense greatly since the last time we saw them. They've been very explosive in the passing game when they've blocked it right.
Payne in the gun. Motion to his left. There's a snap. He looks to his left, lets it fly across the middle.
Picked.
It's picked off. Here he comes back around the right side.
Ooh.
He's got some room to work. He's going to make it in, and just like that, number 4, Stephen Allen II, takes one in from, what was that, 30 yards out?
No, he caught that down around the other 15, so probably 35.
Do some quick math there.
They call a penalty right here. Illegal blindside block.
It does look like there's a flag down.
That's the only thing I could think of is they're going to call the illegal block defenseless player. So if there is no penalty, it'll be 14-12 Predators.
Either way, the defense has come out.
Last 2 plays have been turnovers. Seen this before.
Yeah, the defense is out. Personal foul.
Yeah, that's what they called. Now we're having a full-fledged discussion. Never in my life have I been allowed to get on the field and talk to a referee like this. And just let it continue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's craziness.
If I was the White Hat, I believe I would have said something like, fellas, y'all can get off the field or I'm going home.
We've seen that before.
Yeah.
So if it was a personal foul.
It's a personal foul after the interception, I take it.
Yeah, and they marked it off from the 15. Why is it not on the other 20?
Well, maybe it wasn't that bad a personal foul.
Ah, I see, Coach.
Maybe it was like, it's probably a 3/4 personal foul, 2/3 of a personal foul. We're just going to back you up 10 this time.
All right. So the Predators are at midfield right here.
Although I'm convinced the referees are just not really good at math. But I could be wrong. Lil John the gun, orbit motion.
That guy's
from
offsides.
right to left. He got a way early start. I tell you what, that'd be a great way to score a touchdown. Is every guy run to the end zone for the ball snapped.
Yeah, you'll definitely catch him off guard. I'll just look down at my penalty stats right here, Coach. When was the last time you saw a 1-yard penalty?
Don't see that a lot.
They had a 1-yard penalty with the false start down at the 2-yard line, so that'll back them up.
They dug themselves out of that hole, though.
They did. That'll back them up right there, make it 1st down and 15. Ball will be on the 20-yard line, which is where it should have been in the first place.
Well, they knew there was going to be another penalty.
I agree.
They were trying to square it up.
They just said, you know what, we'll just make this up right here as we go along.
Lil John the gun. Here comes motion down his right side. Quick throw out to the right. Met quickly.
And nothing.
By number 4, Brian Walker.
That is no gain. Should bring up 2nd down and 15.
That pass was complete to number 2, Ricky McKinney for the Predators. Ricky unable to get anything going there.
Yeah, trying to see if they can run you off, but they're throwing everything so quick because when the Cats blitz, you know, about 90% of the time this game, they have had a free rusher to the quarterback.
Here comes motion.
Ball's on the ground.
Snap. Going to be picked up by the Cats, I think.
Number 42.
Big number 42 dives on it. That's Quentin Johnson. Quentin from Mercer.
From Mercer?
There's some smart guys on this Cats team.
Yes, sir.
Mercer and Georgia Tech, that's some impressive stuff.
And the Cats will take over at the Predators' 14-yard line with a chance to widen this 12-8 lead they have right here in what has turned into a very sloppy game.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, we've had turnovers, 4 turnovers in the last 2 minutes. Be interesting to see what they come out with right here. You know, he's been very high with his throws today. His best throw was the throw down the left sideline for the touchdown, but he has been high on anything in the middle of the field, and he's been way long trying to throw.
If you're going to miss in the middle, don't miss high.
Yeah, because that's what happened last time. He overthrew the crossing route right to the corner sitting over the top.
Payne in the gun, slot out to the left, motion also to the left.
I think that's unabated to the quarterback.
That guy gets an early jump. You know, I would think that would be a unique thing if you're the defensive end on the same side as the motion.
Yeah.
You would know to get off the ball as soon as they got to the line of scrimmage.
Try to time it up.
I think that would give you a distinct advantage.
And with that penalty, the Cats have entered the Metro by T-Mobile red zone for the first time today. Going to take up shop 1st and 5 at the 9-yard line right here, Coach. And this has been a house of horrors for them. I mean, these 9 yards might be the toughest 9 yards they have to get all day.
Payne in the gun, slot out to the left, motion back also on the left, orbit motion from left to right. There's a snap. Pressure up the middle. Payne won't get away. He's going to throw that one to his mama. But I'm pretty sure they're going to call him in the grass, or they should.
Man, this is going to be a huge penalty.
Are they going to call intentional grounding right here?
They got the ball. They got it marked down. They got the flag down. So we're fixing to get to see. Yep, there's your intentional grounding. Should be a loss of down.
I find it hard to believe there was nobody within 10 yards of that ball.
I don't think he got the ball back to the line of scrimmage, Coach.
Okay, I guess where it went out of bounds. That makes sense.
I thought intentional grounding was a spot of the foul.
And loss of down, right?
Okay, then. They just marked it off 10 yards. That's what they did.
Okay, he didn't signal.
So it should be second down and 15 right here.
Didn't he just signal ineligible receiver downfield?
He went like this.
No, when he did this.
That's lost it down, Coach. When he puts his hand behind his head.
My bad. I just went dumb there for a second. Well, not for a second. I've always been dumb, but
I think he's checking to see what down it is. Should be second.
Could be worse. You get hit really hard checking to see what day it is.
Yeah, making sure everything still works.
Painting the gun. Robinson in motion.
Touchdown.
Robinson in the end zone. Tries to one-hand it and can't pull it in.
Now, see, that's what this game allows you to do. He's just running as fast as he can run right down the seam, and all that was catch and throw. Should have been a touchdown. If he puts the ball, a little bit closer to the body instead of, behind him right there, then that's an easy 6 points.
Yeah, that's tough moving in a different direction.
Yeah, he's running full speed straight down the seam.
You can't really come back to get it.
That's a hard adjustment. So it's going to bring up third down right here. Third down and 15.
Painting the gun. Slot to his left. Sniffer to his right. Here comes motion. Robinson in motion. He throws it.
Oh. Dropped again, so that'll bring up fourth down and 15.
Yeah, that's a legit drop. That pass intended for Quavante Evans. Yeah, that's just a drop. That's not. And he had a great catch, a great one-handed catch for a touchdown earlier today, and then to just drop one that he gets stuck in his chest.
And he was going to score on that one too, Coach.
Yeah, he was calling for some woosah right there. I would absolutely be doing the same thing.
He was going to walk into the end zone right there.
I would have been on the sideline trying to rub my earlobes, trying to calm myself down, because I would have probably lost my cool on that one. Because there's the one thing I want receivers to do. That's catch the ball.
I've never heard you yell catch the ball. Not at any 7-on-7.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Fourth down and 15.
Big play for the Cats. Painting the gun. Here comes motion. That's right. Lots of pressure from the outside. He steps up to evade the pressure. And Omar Wright's in.
Touchdown again on fourth down.
Nice job. He came in motion and then crossed the field. Really nicely done.
I mean, I can't even begin to tell you, Coach. That's a 19-yard gain right there for a touchdown. It's amazing. They have scored more touchdowns on fourth down than anybody I've ever seen. And their third touchdown of the day is brought to you by Michael Gill State Farm. That's a Michael Gill State Farm touchdown for your Peachstate Cats. And that pushes the score right here to 18-8. And we're going for 2 right here, Coach.
All right. Painting the gun.
I would be really tempted right here to sprint to the right and throw back to the left.
There's a snap. Payne drops. Scrambles.
There.
Lofts one up.
Nice job.
Omar Wright, good job going up, getting it in strong hands. Good job right there.
Omar Wright is having a day. An absolute day. So that's going to make it 20-8 Cats right here as we move on in the second quarter. And a great job of keeping their composure after getting the ball, having a couple of plays that should have been touchdowns, not go their way, making sure that they got it into the end zone and then secured the 2-point conversion right there to give themselves this 12-point advantage right here.
Well, that's a huge, huge series after the miscue on the kick return. And then for them to get the fumble back and then do something with it.
Well, they got the fumble back, then they threw an interception. And then after they threw the interception, you had the interception return for a touchdown that was negated by the penalty. And then after that, you get the bad snap, fumble recovery. So your defense has done what it has done all year at home.
You're right. I think I've just turned into John Madden. Like, I can't remember anything. Boom. Right here, turkey leg.
I mean, if you look at these drive summaries, they're hilarious. I mean,
there's a kick. Looks like it make it all the way down the field. It does.
They got a chance right here.
It comes off the wall. Return. Right up the gut. Oh.
Don't ever do that.
He pops out, but he's going to be brought down.
Wow.
He's driven all the way back to about the 3-yard line. Oh, and there's a 2-point takedown.
Don't do anything
And he
stupid.
shoves him down again. There's another shove.
Don't get a penalty. You just made a great play. Don't get 15.
That ball returned by number 4, Stephen Allen II, brought down by DeQuatez Walford. And then Mr. Allen got a 2-point takedown, a nice single-leg attack. Looked like an outside single there.
Spoken like a true wrestling coach. Absolutely great.
Really nicely done.
Looks like they spotted the ball at the 5-yard line, Coach. So,
I'm surprised nobody took a penalty on that exchange.
I mean, I was waiting on it.
Because it was getting a little heated. Good job by the referees, and I don't say this a lot. Good job by the referees to just go ahead and take control and not feel the need to get out your Home Depot bucket of flags. Flags Day sponsored by Home Depot.
Looks like we got a timeout right here, Coach.
And it is a timeout. That's going to be a Coca-Cola and Body Armor sports drink timeout. Well, right now I would be talking to everybody going, look, we got to cool it. It's a 20-8 football game. It's a 2-possession game. We got the ball right now. We get the ball back at half. Y'all got to calm down. Let's go down and score, and let's get this thing tied up after half.
I mean, if I'm them, I'm sitting there thinking we are our own worst enemy. You know, we had everything going for us, and then we just, spit the bit right there because we had a chance to go in and take the lead. Then we had a interception return for a touchdown that should have given us the lead, and both of those things have been called back or we've turned it over. We have done nothing but hurt ourselves.
Hey, for those of you tuned in with us, hey, stay with us for halftime. We'll have a kids' flag football game that should be quite exciting. And we'll be play-by-play announcing. This is not my first flag football game, by the way.
So, 1st and 10 at the 5, Coach.
Yeah, be careful because I read what's ever on the teleprompter.
If we had a teleprompter.
Well, I was getting some instructions there. Tell you what, that could go south in a hurry.
Upside down. I'm bringing the blitz right here opposite of the back, and I'm trying to get a safety. And I'd be dadgum sure somebody was on screen patrol.
Will John the gun motion to his left. Ball never
Everybody
made it
moved.
out.
Everybody moved except the person that was supposed to move, and that would be the center. They're going to call offsides on this? Are they going to call?
No way.
They're going to call everybody moved.
No way. Everybody on the offense moved. That's a snap infraction,
That's
fellas.
exactly what that is. That was a snap infraction. That is the definition of a snap infraction.
You got to be kidding me. What's there to talk about?
Their guy over here saying that the Cats move first, and he doesn't understand that in football there's a cadence, and the center screwed up the cadence.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
No.
They
no,
just called offsetting penalty.
You can't do that. It's either one or the other.
They made it up right
You
there.
can't do that. That's like saying touchdown, no touchdown. No, it's either one way or the other.
How was it again, Coach? Touchdown, no touchdown?
That's terrible. We want to make everybody happy.
That was a deal or no deal right
Today's about everybody feeling good about themselves. So,
there we go.
okay, now there's your offsides. Fine. That's fine. Yeah, it was you. Brandon Thorpe got an early jump right there. Going to cost the Cats 5.
And that'll bring up 1st and 5 at the 10.
But I would absolutely vary my cadence. And I might even bring motion up front and then have – is there a rule against the guy coming towards the line of scrimmage and then whipping around and going the other way?
I mean, you're supposed to be in continuous motion. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to stop.
Well, if you whirl out of it, you're in continuous motion.
Correct. They took him out of the game and subbed him out, got a penalty, and had to leave.
Little John in the gun. There's a
Ball's
snap.
on the
Ball
ground.
goes off his knee, and that's going to be a safety.
That is a safety. There we go. Number 51, Coach.
Great job right there by the Cats. Anthony Green. And just like that, we know the strength of the Cats is the defense, and they are changing the game.
That's right. Now it really is a 2-possession game. It's 22-8 now. And Carolina is self-destructing right in front of us.
Here's a chance to put a little room between you and the
the
Predators.
This is the best thing that could have happened to you. Now you've just stole another possession. And the center quarterback exchange, Coach.
Yep, there it is.
I mean, every week we talk about it, and every week it rings true. But you were right on it.
So pivotal. I tell you what, we used to run probably 90% of our plays out of the gun. I hold my breath every time we snap the football because there's so much that can go wrong.
I mean, we're looking at this right now. You know, the Peachstate Cats have turned it over twice. You get me? They've thrown an interception, and they fumbled a kickoff. Carolina has turned it over 4 times.
Hard to win football games like that.
I mean, excuse me, I think I got that wrong. I think it's 3 times. But if you look at this, they fumbled 2 snaps. They had a fumble after a completion inside the red zone. And then they had the big penalty. That's what it was. So they've got 3 turnovers. You know, so they've had 3 turnovers and that big penalty.
They try the spinning kick, picked up by Robinson. He's going to take it down the right side or left side. That's not the right. That's the left.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line, Coach.
He's brought down by number 55 for the Predators. That's Deontay Jumper. Great name. That's going to bring up 1st down. That's a Michael Gill State Farmer Watkinsville 1st down.
Look at you, Coach. You threw the Watkinsville in there, man.
Yeah, I like Watkinsville. Good football down there.
There is really good. Anytime you get south
we've been invited down that way a few times.
And we declined?
We did because they wanted us to come down on a Thursday night after practice, and that's darn near impossible.
Yeah, I remember
but they were going to buy steaks. But I was like, there's no way we'll get there.
Yeah.
It was the Saturday morning quarterback people.
That exactly. I remember that. So 1st and 10 right here at the 13 of the Preds.
Payne in the gun. There's a snap. He drops, whips it out to his right side to Omar Wright. Omar Wright stays up on his feet, comes back to the middle. He's going to get in.
You got to be kidding
Goes
me.
to the corner, and there he is. Omar Wright on fire today.
Omar Wright with the Michael Gill State Farm touchdown, sponsored out of Watkinsville right there, and he ran to Watkinsville to make that touchdown.
Hey, great block right there by number 16, Quavante Evans, staying on his block, and that's what sealed the deal in the touchdown with Omar Wright crossing in behind him. Receivers usually don't get props for blocking.
No, that was a great job. Looks like we're going to kick this one to try to go up 29-8 right here and get a 3-touchdown lead. See if we've got everybody on the team that needs to be out there. Looks like we're having people are taking drawing straws to go out.
Yeah, all right. Everybody's doing potatoes. My kids love to do potatoes. Your kids do potatoes?
1 potato, 2 potato.
Yeah. My kids like to play. They think it's a game. Like it's something we should play like we're sitting in the living room.
Kind of like flipping quarters?
Yeah. Anything that's gambling based, my kids are all on board. And they're 4 and 5, by the way, or 5 and 6. Interesting characters. There's a snap, hold. Richardson kick.
It's good.
It's good. I still don't know how you tell if that's good or not looking at it like that. To stand there and then look back to your side to see if it went in. I don't get that.
So how many touchdowns does Wright have today, Coach? He had the first catch for a
2.
touchdown.
Is that right, too?
He had the first catch.
Because he had 2.
He's got 3, Coach.
That's his 3rd one?
That's his 3rd and a 2-point conversion.
Okay. So right now he's definitely in the run for player of the game.
Yeah, he's this is the same thing we saw last week. The Cats had another receiver that had 3 touchdowns last week. But that was a whole game. This is a half. He's accounted for 20 points right now, Coach.
That's pretty impressive.
And it's 29-8. And so the Cats withstood their, 5 or 6 minutes of just, not really good play, really sloppy play. And since that time, they've kind of turned it on right here. And what was a 12-8 game, minutes ago is now 29-8.
Yeah, I'd look for Richardson to try to kick it deep again, try to take some of the height off of that, and, put it into the net down there and make them try to return it.
That would be the optimal thing if they've just got that huge beam right in the middle of the, this facility that just doesn't allow that to happen.
Another line drive kick by Richardson.
A little knuckleball action on that one.
Picked up in the end zone. Return coming straight up the middle.
You're going to be down at the 17. So Carolina will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17. Got to be getting close to the late second quarter right here. Just a reminder, at 1 minute, the timing of the game becomes like regular football timing. Incomplete pass stops the clock. First down will stop the clock. And then if you don't get positive yardage, the clock will stop. So you can't just take a knee and run the clock out.
Well, the Predators coach kind of upset about something. Not sure what that's about.
The score?
Well, I'd be upset about it too. That sucks.
1st and 10.
That's what we need to do. We need to score a touchdown.
Yeah, call that touchdown play.
Yeah, that'd be my great advice. All right.
Pressure.
New quarterback rolls to his right, throws down the sideline.
And it's going to be a touchdown.
And it's a touchdown.
Wow.
Apparently they just need to put in a new quarterback.
That's amazing right there. 33-yard touchdown catch on the first play of the drive.
A touchdown caught by Stephen Allen II. He's had the biggest day for the Predators. Is that number 2?
Couldn't tell, Coach.
I think so. That was number 2 that threw that pass, Ricky McKinney.
Ricky McKinney has also caught a pass in this game.
Ricky McKinney a la Jared Lorenzen.
I think they
kind
switched.
Of a big QB. There's a snap. He rolls to his right.
He's going to
try to get in. Oh, gets yoked.
Did not. They're going to call a face mask.
I don't know if they were calling face mask or if they were calling horse collar there.
I don't think you could call a horse collar if it was in the front.
Well, you can't, but that doesn't stop them. There you go, face mask.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
So they'll get a chance to try this again, a little bit closer this time.
And that will be a 1.5-yard penalty, Coach.
If I were the Predators, I would put Mr. Kinney under center, put number 40 behind him, and just run forward.
You would run the bush push?
Yes. Because it is completely legal, but instead they're going to get in the gun.
Here we go.
There he is under center, and
Coach, are you calling this game?
My word. The Peachstate Cats are not having that. They said, not in my house. But there is a penalty.
Illegal defense.
So they're going to come back out, and the Predators are going to get a chance to do this again a little bit closer.
And I think that's a half-yard penalty, Coach.
What if you brought orbit motion? Here you go. What if you did the same thing and brought orbit motion, faked the quarterback sneak, and ran a rocket toss? How do you stop it? Because you got to leave 5 people in the box. So you got one-on-one blocking out to one side.
I'd run it.
And that guy's running full tilt boogie.
Full tilt boogie. That's another one I'll adopt and put in my vernacular.
There's a snap. McKinney whips it out. Almost kills the referee.
That ball hit a Peachstate Cat lineman right in the face. I mean, he threw that thing completely sidearm.
But that's 29-14. The Predators trying to climb back into this thing.
Yeah, these games are never over, Coach. As fast as these things can change, the momentum, the tempo, the pace of the game allows one team to get back into it because it's so easy to score. And as we've watched in this year and become more accustomed to watching this type of game, you see a lot more turnovers than I ever remember growing up because, they're throwing a lot of balls in the middle of the field. And if you overthrow that pass, there's always a DB somewhere sitting back there behind it, and it never seems to fall on the ground. And I mean never, because the field is so compressed that everybody's in the same spot.
Yeah, it's so easy to cover the ground.
So we'll get a kickoff right here. See if we get the same squib kicks we've been getting.
That's what I would stick with.
I'm really looking forward to this flag football game at halftime, Coach.
Some good-looking kids come out of the stands.
Yeah, they're down there getting stretched, so we got to be getting close to this right here.
There's a low line drive kick.
Ooh.
Going to be fielded at about the 8-yard line. That's Omar Wright on the return.
Better tackle him.
He's able to stay up. He's still going. Wisely goes down right there.
He's going to be down at the 24-yard line.
Brought down by number 55 for the Predators, Deontay Jumper. Mr. Jumper's had a good day on special teams today.
Mr. Wright has had a good day, period.
Indeed.
Be interesting to see what the Cats go with right here. I'm pretty certain they're going to be looking for number one. Might be one of those times where you just, get that fast motion coming to the line of scrimmage. See if you can pop a seam route like they threw to number 16 earlier. That was just a little bit off target. Got to be getting close to into the half scenario right here. So you got to get down the field quick, and you're fixing to get the heat coming from the Predators defense right here. I would be shocked if you don't.
Looks like they're going to have a slot to the right, but the motion back's also to the right, as well as a sniffer back set off to the right.
You're going to get delay of game right here.
Delay of game. Hey, look at there. Collins Project Management. Think before you build.
There you go. So that's going to bring up first down and 15 from the 19 now. And you're not helping your cause. You're pushing yourself a little bit further away from the land of milk and honey right here.
Looks like you got a trip stack look. Here comes motion. Payne in the gun. That's Robinson in motion. Payne lets it fly to Robinson. Ball's up for grabs. Payne almost comes down with it. Pretty good defense right there by the Predators.
I wouldn't be shocked if that was the last play of the first half.
That pass broken up by number 4, Stephen Allen the second.
And it's going to bring up second down and 15 from the 19. So they tried to sucker him a little bit right there, Coach. They ran one streak route, one stop route, and one just basically a follow route.
All right, they're going to line up in that kind of stack again. No, they changed their mind. Looks like Payne's changing the play.
I got Wright going down the middle of the field right here.
Payne setting up space, and here comes motion. Robinson's in motion. There's a snap. Oh, cut block right there on the right side.
Corner route.
Robinson open, and he got clotheslined.
That was actually pretty good defense right there. He got there about the same time the ball did. They've taken two massive shots to the end zone right here.
Yeah, time's got to be running short for them to take shots like that.
And it's funny, we've gotten to the point the Cats are up 29-14. They do have a defensive score with the safety. They have not converted a third down yet today.
There's a flag on the ground. Tripping.
There was your trip, Coach.
That wasn't a trip, but okay. You can call it what you want. Some lineman finger pointing going on there.
You don't want that to happen. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right here.
Fat guys are sensitive. So you got to be careful with that.
That's the 10th penalty of the first half.
Because that's one of those things, if I say this out of love, being a fat guy myself. But fat guys are extra sensitive, especially when they start getting hot. If you ever want to make somebody mad, like I can remember being a kid and the backs lean too far forward in the huddle, and I'm like, man, back up. I need some air.
What did Coach tell you to do if the backs got too close in the huddle, Coach?
I don't remember much of what he said to me.
He turned around and told you to double forearm shiver him.
It's typically negative, so. Of course, I was no joy to be around down there, so. Here comes motion on the right side. Robinson, Payne drops. Rolls to his right, getting pressure, throws back across the middle. That's Robinson on the catch.
Robinson's going to be up to the 21-yard line.
He had retreated way back.
Nice job of making the tackle right on the catch right there, allowing no room to run.
I'd be looking for them to try to get the ball to Omar Wright this time.
I would too.
Omar not only really fast, but also pretty slippery.
So now you got third down right here. Ball's back at the 20.
Payne in the gun. There's motion. Throws it down the middle. Down the right side. Omar Wright, body slammed. Off the wall.
Michael Jackson.
That tackle made by Stephen Allen II, who's done a pretty good job defending that offensive right side.
They seem to be picking on him.
Oh, somebody just got ejected. And I think they just tossed number 79, Eric Janu. Let's wait and see if we can get confirmation here. Looks like the Cats are asking for a timeout. If they get it, that'll be a Coca-Cola Body Armor Sports Drinks timeout.
This is interesting right here.
All ejections is sponsored by Score Sports.
I don't think they kicked 79 out of the game. I think somebody
Well,
did.
I don't know if 79's worked up because there's something happened. It's hard, or if somebody from the Predators is being ejected. I'm not sure what's happening right here. We're trying to get to the bottom of this. You know, my natural assumption was that the player who seemed the most upset was the one being ejected, but we'll see. No, he's back in the huddle. Good news. Mr. Janu's back in the huddle, so I don't think that's happening. I do wish that we could get a signal or a number.
He ain't happy. I know that.
No, hey, that's what I'm saying. He's worked up.
That is a large man that is not real pleased. And since I'm not a large man, that is my worst nightmare.
Mr. Janu from Morehouse.
He looks like he could hold his own in any kind of fight.
He's a big cat.
And that's
Waiting on this to settle out, see what's happening.
looks like they called a penalty on Carolina, a personal foul variety.
But he did. Am I just imagining things, or did I not see the "you're gone" sign?
He did. He gave the "you're gone." I have no idea who he kicked out.
Like he just called officials timeout.
Officials timeout to sort out what we just called, because not even we know what's going on. This is interesting, man. These games are so fast paced that this thing has been really slow in the first half.
It's odd. And I'm not sure what number 40 is doing on the field, but he walked out to have a conversation with somebody.
I wonder if he's a coach and a player. That's just, that's what I'm trying to.
Well, we've seen teams before where their owner will also be a player.
Yeah. He looks like he's having a pretty good discussion with the white hat right here. I wonder if he was the one that got thrown out of the game. All right, so there was a penalty. It looks like they marked off right at 10 yards. It's going to bring up third down again. So we're going to replay third down for the second time right here. Cats at the 19-yard line.
Payne in the gun. Motion to his left side. There's a snap. Flag down.
Going to be offsides on the Cats. I mean, this game has turned into a penalty fest.
False start. Looks like they mistimed the snap.
Sure did.
Man, this has come to a crawl.
It has, Coach. And, we've about used up all of our filler time. They just did this so that those young men getting ready for the flag football game had plenty of time to stretch.
Is that what happened?
I'm going to stick by that story. 3rd down at about 16 right here.
There's a snap. Payne drops. Lets it fly.
Dropped.
What was that?
I just bounced off his hands. A nice little stop right out there.
That pass intended for number 8. The Quatez Wofford. Great set, though.
I mean, that was a really nice call. They had exactly what they wanted. Had the long yardage right there. So, I don't see right on the field.
Yeah, something doesn't seem right about that. Oh.
Not a boy, Coach
Payne's
Hughes.
in the gun. And there's a snap. Surprised they didn't get a call on that one. Payne running for his life.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Yes. Big guy revenge. And, of course, they throw 900 flags at that.
The Home Depot bucket of flags came
Yes. Mr. Janu threw his shoulder into somebody. And, again, he didn't absolutely unload on the guy. All he did was step in front of him and stick his shoulder in his chest. I don't understand when football couldn't be football anymore. When did we make that decision? Like, exactly what year was that where we decided that it's not a rough, tough game meant to be played by rough, tough people?
Well, I could tell you, but then that would put my job at jeopardy. So I'm just going to stand over here and smile and say, "You're right, Coach Collins."
Well, because the good news is I was looking for a job when I found this one.
There we go.
You know, I can't count the number of times I've been fired, so whatever, right?
When I coached with Coach Hughes, I got fired about 3 times in practice.
Yeah. Coach Hughes likes to fire people.
And if you didn't do it his way, it was the highway.
Personal foul on the offense. That penalty is declined.
And that will give Carolina the first down.
Turnover on downs in 29-14 game. The Predators get in right here. If you remember, they get the ball back at half.
I know, man. Everything about this has gone south for the Cats right here.
Does he have a back flap on the front?
No.
Coach.
No.
He does.
No, Coach.
He has a back flap covering his solar plexus. It's a solar plexus pad.
I'm not going to comment on that.
That's awesome.
1st and 10 for the Predators at their own 24-yard line right here. Changing quarterback has been big so far for Carolina.
McKinney in the gun. There's a snap. He drops. He decides to run. He's coming around the left side.
And he is not going
Cannot
anywhere.
evade number 51, Anthony Green, despite Anthony Green being on his knees. Anthony Green's still able to make the tackle.
Anthony Green's been in the game, and he's played about, 5 or 6 defensive snaps, and he's already got 2 sacks and a safety.
Mr. McKinney not as evasive as Little John. When you can't get away from guys who have fallen down, that's tough.
And we have
I feel your pain, though. I also cannot get away from guys who have fallen down.
timeout for the Predators right here, Coach.
Timeout. That timeout brought to you by Coca-Cola and Body Armor Sports Drinks.
Coca-Cola sounds like it'd be really good right about now.
Have a Coke and a smile, Coach Timmons.
I always have a smile. I am missing the Coke.
Tell you what, I'm about to get up and turn that fan this way.
I was wondering if you were thinking the same thing I was.
I'm melting. It's hard to be this energetic and not work up a sweat. Although my new pink sports band is working out famously.
There you go. He told you it would, too.
He was spot on.
There have been more discussions in the first half of this game with referees than there have been in Congress this week.
I mean, they need to set like a time limit. Like you get this many minutes a game to talk to
Some
me.
guys standing on the sideline.
Yeah.
It's like a debate clock.
Yeah.
You've used up your minutes. I'd like to give my minutes to
I tell you what, these are the most agreeable group of referees I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah, well, you might be right, but this is what we called.
Yeah, I try to talk to guys about things that are obviously wrong, and they get all worked up about it.
That's because you just said the right word, Coach. Obviously wrong.
Orbit motion from right to left. McKinney drops, rolls, tries to roll to his right, makes the first man miss, and he's going to be brought down by number 42 for the Cats. That's Quentin Johnson.
And I've got some bad news for Mr. McKinney. If he's going to do that with the football, he's going to endure a lot more of those.
He should run forward, avoid all the Michael Vick action, and just try to get down the field.
And, Coach, that's going to take us to halftime, sponsored by Papa John's Pizza.
I love Papa John's.
I do, too.
I tell you what, some Papa John's would be, although we do have hamburgers and hot dogs.
We do.
I should not talk about pizza. Should not talk about pizza.
Getting ready for this flag football, Coach. You ready to watch this?
I am always down for some flag.
Should be interesting to see. As you can see, the participants taking the field right here.
I like they gave some of the big kids the big numbers. I can remember when they were giving out numbers the first time I ever played football. And I was down there, I was like, my dad was 34. I think I'll wear 34 as well. And they were like, nah, no, you won't. How about 78, big guy? I was like, 78? That's not a cool number. They were like, come on, Anthony Munoz. And I was like, yeah, I don't know who that is, Coach, because I had never watched football before.
I got you. All right, Coach, these are the 3D Champs flag football organization, all right, that is playing right here. And, you know, they're in the Classic Center today, and we're fixing to get the kickoff.
Let's see, we've got a mix of ages.
It's 14 and under, Coach.
And there's the throw-off.
That's the best.
Fielded at about the 5-yard line. Here he comes around the right side.
And he will be stopped.
And he's down. Number 88 on the return.
At the 21. Look at the pace we got right here. Going to line it up and go right here.
Trying to get everybody lined up. Coach might need to invest in that go route. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Fires one.
Wow.
Down the sideline.
Cannon.
That was a freaking beaut. Come on, 7-4. You got to track that one down, baby.
That was an absolute cannon shot.
You got to track that one down. I'm not sure where that kid lives, but if he lives anywhere close to Stockbridge, give us a call.
I mean, rocket. We're going to get a little huddle right here.
Yes, sir. See it, read it, run it, baby. See it, read it, run it.
You see the guy's towel on his head right there?
I did. I was wondering what kind of head wrap that was. I was thinking I need one of those, but it's just a towel.
I think I might have to invest in seeing if I can take my, my Powerade towel and make it work like that.
The good news is I've got a headband on right now. The bad news is that doesn't stop the sun.
This is also true.
And there's snap. Quarterback drops. Looks out to his right. Comes back to the middle.
Well, that ball was.
Ball intended for number 88. You got to catch that one, Bubba. In and out of the breadbasket right there.
I'll tell you what.
Although everybody's wearing white, that's got to be tough on the quarterback.
The young man throwing the football can throw the football. Now he's going to play receiver.
They've got a couple of really good-looking older kids out there. Kids that show a lot of promise.
Where do you think this football is going?
And there it goes down the middle.
Nice catch.
Ball called by number 74. I'm sure he's mad about that. The 3D champs. Do we know more about 3D? I'm curious. Okay. It means three-dimensional. That's I've got on glasses, not 3D glasses. I'm still able to watch the game. I'm pretty impressed.
I'll tell you what, there's some talent running around out there on the field right now.
You're right about that. And, again, anybody that lives close to Stockbridge, Georgia, and when I say close, within 30 miles, give us a call. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Throw.
Underneath route, caught.
Underneath, caught by a big receiver.
That was number 85 right there, Coach?
I think 95.
Let's see. You've got your glasses.
There we go. I do have my glasses on tonight. There's a snap. Center drops on the ground.
Caught.
Ball caught, picked up off the dirt. Nice grab by number 90 right there. Just pulls this one off the ground.
He breaks away. He was getting held.
What a beaut.
He'll be down at the 1 yard line, Coach.
That's a tough spot to be in.
Yes,
at
it is.
7-on-7. There's a snap. Throw. That's going the other way. That's going the other way. He's got some stride on him. Good job by the quarterback to track him down. Interception and a return by number 96. Need to work on that 5, though.
And that comes back when you got all white. Everybody's wearing white. It's kind of hard to.
It was a high 5 swing and a miss on that one. High 5 just a bit outside. All right.
Man, these guys are getting after it, Coach.
Yeah, I like the fact there's a mix in ages. It's such a great thing to watch older kids take time to work and share their love of the game with young kids. That's one of the things I really enjoy. Quarterback drops, fires across the middle. It's caught.
Down to the 5, about the 6.
Number 95 just made the play right there.
He did.
That guy's Johnny on the spot.
Well, they guys spotting the ball in this game spot it faster in the real game.
There's a snap. 96 is looking. He fires
Touchdown.
Out to his right side, and that ball is caught by number 82, and they're in the end zone. Instant replay right here. Watch him look everybody off and then fire it back.
A little comeback right up at the top of the screen. Nice job of looking that thing in.
Number 74 just can't get back.
Nope. He got a little push off on him, Coach.
Well,
We'll set him up inside, get a little push off, come back to the front corner of the end zone.
you kids at home watching, when you push off, use your elbow. Don't use your hand.
That's right.
Use your elbow. There's a snap. Quarterback throws right across the middle. It's caught. In traffic. Great job right there.
See if we can get a number. And this reminds me of playing football out in the backyard, Coach.
Ball caught by number 84 for the white team.
How do we know?
Yeah. We're all on the same team anyway, you know what I'm saying?
I got you, Coach.
Yeah, this is one team. They're just scrimmaging each other. Just showcasing their talents. And again, it's Adam.Collins. Well, I'm not going to finish that. Never mind.
Please don't.
Hey, but those of you that live close to Stockbridge, give us a call. Score Sports 58 Network. We can help advance your future. Throw off, ball received at about the 7-yard line. Number 90 headed down the right side, doing the old get 'em move. Took me way back right there. Took me back to 8th grade when Keith McLaughlin was put his hand on John Pierce's back and be like, "Get him, John," and just shove him into people. It was really enjoyable to watch.
Be interesting to see if they go deep right here, Coach.
I would think they would take a shot. Limited time to work. Quarterback in the gun. There goes motion.
They are going.
Fires it down the middle.
Another cannon. And these guys can throw the football.
Number 74. That's the second one, buddy. You got to put some. You got like a hitch in your giddy up right there. What's the problem? Let's go. You got to stride that one out, big dog.
I got to get a little air under it for him, Coach.
You know, track it down. Track it down. It's a touch. Lay out for that. It's a touchdown.
I said that the other day at practice. I told one of our guys, lay it out, Coach. And he said, Coach, this field hasn't had water on it in a month.
You know,
if I lay out for it, I'm going to have no skin.
You got to lay out. Because wounds heal, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever. So
thank you, Shane Falco.
And there's a snap. Quarterback drops, looks out to his right, fires it down the right side of the field.
It looked like he got held right there, Coach.
Number 74 got mugged, running down the right side. That poor kid's having a rough day.
They know who the deep threat is. He's obviously a really good receiver because they keep going to him.
I tell you what, Coach, Powerade is getting that ball spot quick. Little Sia Reed running action right there.
This the best thing about this is that wherever these guys go to play high school ball at, they're already getting the basics because we do this every day.
Yep, this is how we run scout team.
Only problem
Although rumor has it, Score Sports 58 is going to donate a go route to speed practice up. That's a rumor. It's a tax write-off. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Throws down the left side. Caught, and he's in there. And it's 8-6.
Man, this is a rocket. Look at this.
Just let it fly.
But look at the catch.
Nice job right there. Number 96 just can't recover.
I mean, that was a great adjustment on that.
There's a lot going on that sheet.
Yep. We got a post.
It's like basically a slant.
Yeah.
Flat route. And then some kind of comeback. I guess that's a curl.
Yeah. Was that 88 that caught that ball, Coach?
It was.
The heck of a catch.
Number 90's got a cannon.
Yes, he does.
Look at that linebacker body right there in the middle. Quarterback drops.
Ooh.
Fires down left side. Almost murked somebody.
Throw that thing that fast and that close. Somebody'd be yelling, watch out.
And now it's 8-6. White team.
This is fun, man. Thing I like about it is see how everybody's moving, sprinting here, sprinting there. That's how you know it's being done right.
Well, the kids have the right attitude. That's a big part of it.
That's the best part about it. Get out there, get set up. You know. Here we go. We're going to throw this thing.
Quarterback throw off. Ball caught at the 2-yard line. Number 96 coming back down the left side. He can really run. Going to be brought down by number 99. Although it would be entertaining if somebody just got like dump trucked. Somebody just forget where they're at and just be like, boo! Just lower the boom on somebody. Do them up Josiah style.
Yeah, poor.
Yeah, we had a kid practice and was like acting like everybody had pads on, and it was 7-on-7 type action, and he was trying to knock people's heads off.
I had my discussion with my guys last night about, hey, fellas, we're playing in a 7-on-7 this weekend. Do not tackle anybody.
Oh, fake right there, little pump action going down the sideline.
That's picked off.
Just like that, picked by number 88.
And that was really nice coverage. They had the safety over the top of it. He stayed up underneath it. I mean, that was just – he did everything right. Just fell back underneath that thing. So, 8-6, right, Coach?
It is 8-6.
That's a defensive stop, something that you don't often see in flag football. So you're going to – got a chance to take back over right here. Get this thing and score. Give yourself the lead. I would be looking for 88 again, Coach. Got double motion here.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Throws down the left side. Has
Caught.
the receiver.
Oh, he drive nice defense.
Broken
right
up right there.
That was nice defense. Very nice defense.
Pass intended for number 90. DB's kind of talking to him there a little bit.
I think that was friendly teammate banter, Coach.
Well, a little trash talking practice is always a good thing.
Yes, sir. The worst people about talking trash in practice are the coaches.
That's true.
Most of the time, the coaches, you know, they get their feelings hurt.
And there's a little throw across the middle. Caught by number 95.
Nice little whip route right there.
That'll way to spread the ball around.
There you go. Everybody's getting lined up here. They're in the hurry up.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Quick throw out to his left. Good
Nice
hands
move.
right there. Good hands.
Look at the moves. Number 87, is that what he is?
It is. That kid's going to be a star.
You see him put the move on that guy, gave him a little dead leg to the sideline right there.
Quarterback drops, looks
Pump and
out to his
go.
right, pumps, throws it up.
Picked
That
off.
ball picked again by number 96. And brought down at about the 10-yard line. If that guy is not going to be a safety somewhere, he should be. That guy looks like a free.
Yeah, that or an X.
Yep.
Play outside receiver. He can
Again,
also throw a football out of this, energy center right here.
If anybody of these guys live that close to Stockbridge, Georgia, we'd love to talk to you. Just contact Score Sports 58 Network.
We got a little. Thought we was about to have quads over
There's a
here.
snap. Throw.
Oh, nice
yes.
catch.
Yes, big man across the middle. That's what I'm talking about, 72.
I mean, look at the hands right here.
Just goes up and stabs it.
I mean,
Soop. Goes off the
Ooh.
ground. Pulls it in. Secures the catch. Nicely done.
that was great right there.
Ball fired out to 88. He's got a hole in his basket.
And this is a more rapid pace than the game we were watching.
Oh, yeah. This is moving quick.
These kids are like, hey, we get to play. I was 82, coach.
And he flipped his receivers. 96 drops. He's looking. Quick throw across the middle to number 84. And I like how the first thing they do is flip it to a referee.
Yep.
No jawing, just get lined back up and get ready to go. That's a good habit to be in. Throw. Oh, what a window. That was a tight window right
he
there.
puts this thing
And
on.
number 96 squeezes it in there.
I mean,
That's a gutsy pass.
he throws it right over the defense, right to the back line of the end zone. Touchdown number 82.
Nicely done.
Number 82 fixed the hole in his basket, coach.
Indeed.
Secured the touchdown. I'm getting tired watching these kids run, coach.
Yeah, it is making me tired.
Everybody is sprinting here, sprinting there.
Sprinting everywhere.
Looks like we're going to have a little handshake right here.
All right, they're going to shake it up. Some nice sportsmanship.
That was a lot of fun.
It was.
That was a lot of fun. Good way for the Peachstate Cats to kind of give back right there. To the 3D Champs Flag Football Organization, letting them come in and play at halftime right here in the Classic Center. A lot of energy right there on that. A lot of good talent, good sportsmanship. And like you said, Coach, the attitude right there was amazing. Ahead. Carolina will get the ball to start the second half, and it's really been if we're being honest, it's been a turnover field, penalty field first half. I mean, there were almost 21 penalties called, 22 penalties called in the first half. 5 turnovers, a safety. It was not something that they're going to send to Canton to put this game film, in storage to show people later on. But the Cats have the lead. They're up by 15, and they're going to be on defense, and their defense has been stellar today. Absolutely stellar. And, what you're looking for right here is to get this first stop of the third quarter and then go on another drive that eats up the time, put a touchdown on the board, give yourself a chance to widen the gap. What you don't want to happen is to have the Predators come out and score quick right here. And, of course, that's the same thing in any football, but especially in this where in the game the momentum changes so fast. And, we saw that there was about a 5-minute stretch where the ball never got out of, never got across midfield. It just kept flipping right back, right with each team staying right in their own area. And, if the Cats take care of the football, they should win this game. But the Predators have made, they made the change at quarterback, did some things right there that got them a little boost at the end of the second quarter. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out to start the second half. Did they go back with the starter, or did they come back with the thing that they had the most success with later on? So just had a rousing game of, it was supposed to be flag football. I think that looked more a little bit of two-hand tag. But, getting ready to start the second half right here. Hopefully the second half will be a lot more fluid than the first half. We won't have a debate every five or six plays about what happened, who the penalty's on. But there was some chippiness in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see if that carries over here into the second half. Because there were some angry offensive and defensive linemen at the end of the first half. And if there's one thing I know, if you're getting an offensive lineman angry, somebody on the other side is going to pay. And we already saw it with the comeback block at the end of the first half. So Predators should get the ball here, waiting the Richardson kickoff. Halftime today has been brought to you by Papa John's. And the Peachstate Cats would like to thank all of their sponsors. They'd like to thank Papa John's for supplying the pregame meals. They'd like to thank Michael Gill States Farm in Watkinsville, Georgia, for sponsoring every touchdown and every first down. They'd like to thank Metro by T-Mobile for sponsoring Red Zone trips and the scoreboard. And Coca-Cola and Body Armor for sponsoring all timeouts. So we have our officials meeting, and it has started again. So we got the second half starts the way the first half ended. We haven't even got the kickoff yet, and we're already having a meeting.
What could they possibly be talking about?
Dinner plans, Coach.
So the Ruby Tuesdays is where? Okay, I go up here, I come out of the complex, I take a right, and come to the first stoplight, make a left.
That would be the Wendy's, Coach.
Okay, so do you guys validate?
You can get you a Wendy's, you can get you a little Captain D's.
Man, I love Captain D's.
I love Captain D's, and had some the other night.
There's a joke there, but I'm going to leave it alone.
Thank you.
Can anybody guess what that one is?
No, let's don't say we did. Let's just pretend that we never even breached that subject.
Okay. What's your favorite thing at Captain D's?
I had something the other night. It was called the seafood platter.
The seafood platter.
Yeah.
I tell you what I used to get? I didn't realize they did this until my grandma told me when I was a little kid. I got the extra crunchies.
Yeah.
The little side of man, that's like a heart attack in a basket, but man, it's good.
How would you describe that again?
Heart attack in a basket.
Heart attack in a basket. That would mean that for me, that now means I will never, ever, ever order that.
A tisket, a tasket, heart attack in a basket. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, Coach. I am picking up what you're putting down. So, both teams out on the field stretching. What do you think the keys to the second half are, Coach?
I'm with you on the turnovers. The team that wins the turnover battle will win this game.
Right now, it just happens to be the Peachstate Cats, and they hold the 2-touchdown advantage.
Well, and the first 5 minutes of the third quarter oftentimes determine the way of the game.
And, the last time they played, I'm going to say this, the Cats had a huge lead at halftime, and Carolina dominated the third quarter. I mean, just dominated the third quarter. And then all of a sudden it was like, something there. They had one negative play happen. I think they threw an interception, and after that, the Cats rolled through the fourth quarter. But early on in the third quarter of that day, I was sitting there thinking, I'm about to watch come back right here, and, I'm going to have to describe it sitting here by myself. And, I wasn't real fired up about it. But it looks like Richardson's getting ready to kick this thing off.
I did miss that first game. Where was I?
You were in the other back cave calling the Atlanta Phoenix and the North Florida Pumas.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that game set the world land record for time that it took to play a football game. Because I'm sure the clock operator did not get any of the didn't start the clock at the right time, because the first half took 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was rough.
Because I remember our game was at halftime and y'all were still in the first quarter. And our game was over and it was still at halftime. And I was like, okay then.
Richardson lines up the kick. And there it is. It's a driving kick. And it's not going to make it.
I bet that one hit a lamp.
Hit the ceiling. Yeah. That's going to give the Predators the ball at their own 20-yard line.
I'm trying to figure out a way to put a ceiling over our field, Coach, so our kickoffs can hit the ceiling so we don't have to cover.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Make sure everybody starts at the 20, get the pseudo touchback, as I'd like to call it.
The pseudo touchback.
Because it's not a real touchback.
Right.
And the clock is rolling. We haven't touched the ball, and the clock is on the move.
Predators sorting out the personnel. Looks like they're going to stick with McKinney at quarterback.
Yep. McKinney going to have to throw the football, Coach.
Sniffer to the left, wide out to each side. Motion going to be brought up on the left. And there's the snap. And a quick whip that almost went the other way. Number 5 for the Cats, Darius White, was about to make a house call.
And that was the play they had so much success with in the first half.
Yeah, I think there was some halftime adjustment made.
I think somebody at halftime said, do not let them throw the ball in the short flat. Don't let them do that.
Make them throw it down the field.
Yeah, because the pressure, they dropped, they only rushed 3 right there. They dropped everybody else. So,
that's one of those things I'm a firm believer in. Make the quarterback make the hard throw. Take away the easy throws,
Yep.
make them make the hard throw.
Make the offensive coordinator have to think. Don't give him 5 yards on first down. Make him have to come up with some way to get 5 yards on first down.
Orbit motion from right to left. McKinney waits on the snap. There it is. He rolls to his right, fires back across the middle. Ball should have been picked off right there. Looks like number 8 for the Cats. Wofford. Sorry, buddy. I don't want to butcher your name.
That's D. Warford, right?
D. Wofford. That's totally what I would call him. Just call him D.
That's what you got. So, third down right here for the Predators. You want to hear a funny stat, Coach?
Sure.
You know how many first downs there were in the first half?
How many?
2.
That's insane. And orbit motion from left to right. Throw out to the left side.
Incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
And that's going to bring up fourth down, Coach. This is how weird a game this has been. The Predators have scored twice, but they've only had 2 third down attempts and 2 fourth down attempts, because they've either scored on drives where they never got to either one of them, or after that, they've turned it over. And there was a penalty on the play, illegal defense. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 again.
Much more manageable.
Look at the huge cushion right here.
Yeah, any kind of a little inside screen right there. And he's going to make it around the side. Finally going to be met by a host. What? Number 5 looking for a call there.
I have no idea what he wants. That's going to bring up a first down right there. The first third down conversion of the night. Second first down for the Carolina Predators. Bring up 1st and 10, about the 14-yard line. Gain of right at.
This is where penalties kill you.
Yeah.
You had them stopped, and, this is, they're in the Metro by T-Mobile red zone. McKinney in the gun. There's a snap. He takes off.
Quarterback draw.
He's going around the left side. He's going to be close.
And it's going to be another first down.
All he did was take off running.
1st and goal right here.
I'm not sure how, if you have 2 linebackers in the box, how you let the quarterback get outside like that.
Well, I think they just snookered him with that play. I think they ran a back out, and then they blitzed the other linebacker.
Snooker has to be the most ridiculous game in the history of the world.
But Snickers are great.
I'm talking about the pool game with the bumpers on it? Isn't that what it's called?
Got me, Coach. I've seen that, but I've never
Bumper pool?
Never played it.
Quarterback drops, throws, and
Picked
it's
off.
picked.
Could go to the house.
See ya.
That's 50.
House call. He almost had one a minute ago. That's number 5, Darius White. And just like that, the tables turn so quickly. Oh, sweet momentum.
50-yard.
She is fickle.
50-yard interception return for a touchdown.
And just like that, it looks like the Predators are fixing to make this a tight game. And just like that, it's like an ice cream cone. Just when you think things are rosy and you're fixing to have a great treat, it drips all over your hand. And there you go. That's what just happened.
Well, here's some deja vu for Carolina. Last game in Athens against the Peachstate Cats, same situation, same route, same result. Tried to throw the little in-breaking route, picked off at the goal line, returned 50 for a touchdown, and pretty much put the game away.
Richardson lines up the kick, and it's up, and still no signal, but
I'm thinking it's not any good because he's not really fired up about it.
So with like 10:30 left in the third quarter, it's 37-12. Your Peachstate Cats over the Carolina Predators.
And, that was a really nice drive for the Predators.
Oh, yeah.
Only problem is that was their 4th turnover.
That's a backbreaker, man, because you're rolling down and you're doing good and you're making things happen. You're starting to feel good about yourself, and all the progress you made on that drive just got thrown away with that interception.
Yep, absolutely. And and this is a point in the time when you're sitting there going, this game's over.
Yeah, this is one of those where I'm going, it's going to be tough. Coming back from this is going to be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of those, when stuff happens, it just hurts your feelings. Mm-hmm. Those are hard to come back from. You give up a long touchdown or something like that. You give up a special teams touchdown. But to be getting ready to score, to throw the ball into the end zone and then have it go the other way, that's a backbreaker. Richardson to kick off. Oh, onside. Ball's loose. And I thought the Cats were going to be able to get it. A little field angel right there.
I can't even begin to ask why.
But it's going to be a Predators first down at the 10.
And they're in the T-Mobile red zone again, Coach. The only thing I can think of is that they're so confident in their defense covering the compressed field right here.
This is a really tough spot to score. I will say the wild card for the Predators is McKinney being able to run.
He can run. That's the thing.
They're going to call offsides on the kickoff. Obviously, the Predators will wisely decline that penalty.
That is the 13th penalty.
Although, if you got an offsides penalty and you kick from the end line anyway, where do they back you up to?
Next week.
We're going to have to kick off from the parking lot.
I have no idea. That's a great question.
Because, a penalty, I guess you just kick again? Or is it one of those deals where you kick and then they add 5 yards to wherever it stops?
I have no idea. Are they going to kick again?
Got to understand. Yeah, number 40 doesn't understand either because it was recovered by the Predators. They declined the penalty. How is it not Predator ball at the 10-yard line?
Got me, man. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm confused about that one.
I'm ultimately confused.
Okay. Richardson lines up the kick. Deep kick this time. Driven all the way down to the net, and it's going to fall out of bounds.
Hammered that one now. Absolutely scorched it. Should be back at the
20-yard
line. So, all of the stuff that I just wrote down, I will erase.
All right. So the Predators, not with near as good a field position. Okay, they just put the ball down to the 15.
You got me, man. I'm completely lost.
Okay, is it because it hit the net?
Must be.
Now they're moving it to the 20.
Thank you.
I mean, what's going on right now?
We're in bizarro world, Coach.
Okay, they put the ball down at the 5th. They put the ball down at the 20. Now they're moving the sticks. Never. Okay, I thought maybe I was understanding some logic here, but
nope.
Apparently, this whole situation is devoid of logic. So
you just used the word devoid correctly, Coach.
It happens.
All right, and the ball's at the 25.
Okay. I guess they assessed the 5-yard penalty.
That's what I'm thinking.
And there's a snap. They assessed it the wrong way. That's what happened.
And it's intercepted again.
Oh, yes. Down the right sideline. He's
Touchdown.
got help. Oh. Just looked like somebody maybe got his heel. Nice interception in return by number 6, Xavier Walker.
Man, that was a great return. That was a great tackle, too.
I mean, it looked like somebody just snagged the back of his heel, and that's how they got him because he kind of got it upended.
So now the Peachstate Caps with their first possession of the second half after already putting 6 points on the board.
Payne comes out to rally the troops. This could be a huge possession for them. Really put some distance and kind of start to make it, you know, not impossible, but very improbable that the Predators could come back.
We under center right here, Coach.
Looks like they're going to run with the old school ace backfield.
They're at the 5.
Payne under center. There's a snap. Give off the left side to number 11.
Who gains?
Jordan Davis.
1 yard. And that interception set up the Peachstate Cats in the T-Mobile red zone, Coach. Now they have second down and about 4.5 from the 4.5.
Jordan Davis from Georgia.
University of?
Yes.
Impressive. That looked like that was belly, Coach.
Payne under center again.
Quick screen.
There's a snap. He drops, rolls to his right, looking, throws back across the field. Ooh. Yeah.
That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a scary thing right there.
I guess if you run the ball on first down from under center, you're trying to sell the fact that you're going to run the ball again on second down.
I still think some orbit motion, if you pitched it out there and then set the back to the same side as the orbit motion and had a counter coming back the other way, I think both of those go off big.
We call timeout right here?
I think it is a timeout. Hey, it's not just any old timeout. It's a Coca-Cola and Body Armor sports drinks timeout.
It's unbelievable, man. Call timeout. You're standing on the field. You're calling timeout. You had 1st and goal at the 5. But you're up, what, right here?
25 points.
25 points.
So you got a 3-possession lead.
Yeah, so just go ahead and,
You stretch this to a 4-possession lead, it becomes
academic.
Now we're starting talking about mathematical possibilities.
Yes. And let's not do that. All right, so are we going to be back in the gun right here for the Cats?
I think so.
Be interesting to see.
No.
Nope.
Whole series under center.
Jet sweep trap.
Payne under center.
Fade.
Quick toss up. How did he not catch that?
Got it ripped out of his hand.
That pass intended for number 16, Quavante Evans. I'm not sure what happened right there because it looked like he had fooled number 4, Allen,
I think if that ball would have
for
been
the Predators.
I think if that ball would have been thrown a little bit more on the line, then I think it's a touchdown. Wasn't a bad idea. It was almost like a fade stop. But here we are again.
There's only so much you can do right here being so tight. Payne under center. There's motion. Payne drops, rolls to the right side. Looking, there's nothing there. Decides to run the ball himself.
Going to be down at the
Going to be
1.
brought down at about the 1-yard line. It's going to be a turnover on downs. But, if you're going to make somebody take the ball from somewhere, taking it from the 1-yard line is not bad.
Yep, and I think he probably wishes he would have taken off sooner right there. Because if he would have, he'd had a chance to get inside that guy without the defensive end folding back on him. He would have had a chance to sneak it on into the end zone right there because everybody was running, trailing wide receivers right there.
Yeah, oftentimes the best time to take off as soon as play starts.
So he did what, everybody asked a quarterback to do and stay in, hold on, let the play develop. If he would have taken off early, he'd have had a chance to score. 1st and 10 from the 1. Definitely not the place you want to be.
McKinney in the gun, a slot out to his right side, single receiver to his left. Sniffer back also set to the left. There's a snap. Quick throw out to the left side. Going to be quickly met. I'm not sure what they're setting up right there.
They're setting up, get off the goal line.
That pass complete to number 88.
Gain of 1 right there. Bring up 2nd down and 9.
McLean for the Predators. Brought down by a host of Cats.
A host of Cats.
Indeed. What do you call a group of cats?
Would it be
a gaggle of cats?
Would it be a pride?
There's a snap. Quarterback whips it out.
Wow.
Oh, man, that almost went the other way again.
See where they spot him right here. It should be a 1st down.
That was a close one. Number 4 right there for the Cats. Brian Walker.
Brian Walker saw that.
He was about a step away from a house call.
He may not even been a step, Coach. He had that play sniffed out from the jump. So 1st and 10 right here at the 12 for the Predators. Looks like the Cats have played a little bit more base this half.
McKinney lines up. Motion comes down to the left. He's going to try to run. He's getting pulled down. Lets the ball fly. It's going to fall incomplete.
Wonder if they called that. You start pulling the quarterback down by the back of their jersey, the flag normally flies. Yeah, I don't see anything right here. Once again, I just was about to say the Peachstate Cats had gone very vanilla on defense.
Yeah.
Had only rushed 3 for the majority of that and tried to play some coverage. As soon as they got off the goal line, here came the inside linebacker again. And he was unblocked again. And that's why that play ended up turning into a, sprint to the right, throw with a guy hanging off your back.
McKinney in the gun. Motion from the left side. Throw also
Nice
down
throw.
the left. Nice completion right there.
Ball's complete. Gain of about.
Pretty sure that pass was complete to McLean.
It was McLean. That's going to be about 20 yards on the completion and a first down.
McLean is a big receiver.
He is. And although the Predators are driving right here, Coach, because the Cats didn't score last time, the clock is just running. It is just rolling.
Well, that's the thing. It's just, you're right. It's the clock is clock run if you're a Cats fan. Oh, batted down by number 51 for the Cats. That's Anthony Green, who's having a pretty good day.
Yep, the Green's having a great day. You know, we've seen Anthony Green play in the backfield before too, Coach. Right now, Carolina is looking for anything positive to take away from this.
Well, they are in the Metro by T-Mobile red zone. So if you're going to make it happen, this is where you want to do it.
And he's a big quarterback.
He is a big guy. It's a quick throw out to the right side on a quick screen. And he stays up.
Wow.
Who is that? Is that McLean again? A little extra shenanigans there at the end of the play.
Shenanigans, you say?
Yeah. It's borderline tomfoolery.
88, Coach.
That's McLean. He is 6'1", 245. That is a big receiver. And McKinney, just for those of you at home that are curious, Mr. McKinney is 5'11", 238.
So you got a big guy throwing the ball to another big guy.
Yep.
And that's another first down. So you are at 1st and goal. And the Predators are not in any hurry.
Snap to McKinney. He looks out to his left. There's a flag down. Throws it away. I don't think that got back to the line of scrimmage. They got to call grounding on that one.
Just trying to make sure he's alive now. They're going to call illegal defense again. Oh, they called holding.
What about it went out behind the sticks?
They're going to say it went out behind the sticks because he was getting hit. I'm just telling you, Coach. I'm not saying that right.
It still didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
I agree.
I don't care if somebody hit him with a car. It didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the rules.
What a crazed fan drove onto the field.
Drove on the field in a Volkswagen. Ha-ha!
Man, whatever was in that zip fizz, man, we need to bottle that thing.
I'll tell you what, man, that's a classic. That's a classic show.
For those of y'all who don't know, it's Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, when he fights Bob Barker, that's one of the greatest things ever. What is going on with the chains? What are they doing?
They're moving them off because it's 2nd and goal.
Okay. I was like, what's happening?
We're not at Lenora Park, so it won't be
not home of the 5th down.
Home of the 5th down.
McLean in motion. McKinney drops. Throws across the middle of McLean. McLean got sandwiched right there. Would have been a tough catch regardless.
I think that they have the Peachstate Cats have kind of picked up on this McKinney to McLean, the Big Mac attack.
The Big Mac attack. I like it.
But now they kind of sat back and let him run that post right there and made him think that, hey, he's going to be open, and waited. And if he'd have been one step sooner on that, he'd be running the other way with it again real fast.
Well, why don't they let him set that up and run the corner?
It's probably what's fixing to happen.
McKinney in the gun. McLean. No, that's not McLean. That's Allen in motion. McKinney trying to get away.
Oh, my word.
Spins out. Comes around the right side. Is running tough. Man, great job right there with the guys. The big guy staying after it. You watch his lineman try to get downfield to help him.
That's a really nice block right there.
Good block by Little John.
It's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 6 right here, Coach.
It's a lot more manageable. McKinney did a good job running the ball right there, but again, I'm gonna have to call poor tackling on the Cats.
Yeah, he had him in the backfield. I think he thought he was going down.
You can't grab a guy that size. You have to hit him, and if you're gonna grab him, you got to elevate him.
You got to hold on, wait for help.
McKinney drops, Looks out to the right. There's a flag down.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, but it's coming back. That's going to be an offensive penalty.
That was a really nice job right there. McKinney sitting in the pocket.
The reason why I know it's an offensive penalty because the offensive lineman immediately threw his hands up. That's like the I'm guilty symbol.
I have done this, and everybody knows I have done this.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We've got a holding on the Carolina Predators.
Oh, and they call a face mask on the – they're going to replay fourth down.
They're going to have to. I don't know where this guy's going with the football.
If they were offsetting penalties, why did the ball move backwards?
I'm sitting here wondering these things myself, Coach Collins.
Okay, hold on. It was an offsetting penalty. Okay. They said holding on the offense. There we go. All right.
So I guess there was no face mask. I don't know how there would be a face mask. Nobody got tackled.
I thought maybe
got his hand in the guy's
hands to the face on the way down or something. I don't know.
Now at least we got an explanation.
McKinney in the gun, motion around the right side, throws all the way.
Oh!
Man, great effort right there by Little John. Almost pulled that one in one-handed.
That would have been the catch of the year.
Hey, now let me ask you this. Here's a rules question for you. If he completes the catch in the field of play and flips over the wall, is it a touchdown?
Touchdown. But that will be a turnover on down right there.
And that's going to bring up the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, Peachstate Cats 37, the Carolina Predators 12.
What was your score pick, Coach? 47-12?
48-12.
48-12.
So all they got to do is hit that 11-point touchdown, and we're good.
The 11-point touchdown, or a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then the magical field goal. Magical Mystery Tour.
A Magical Mystery Tour. Who is that?
Beatles.
The Beatles. That's why I don't know. You know, people are either – my folks were not Beatles people. They were Stones people. Because, from what I understand, this is what was always explained to me, is people are either one or the other.
Well, I would agree with you on that, except if my parents were music people, so they have every Beatles album, every Stones album, and every other album ever made. And I say that only part-way joking. Now, we're into the fourth quarter, right, Coach?
Indeed, this is the start of the fourth quarter.
And so right now, the game in the second half has been dominated by the Predators. This is the second offensive possession of the entire second half for the Peachstate Cats.
I'm starting to think these guys are getting paid by the meeting.
They're writing down the words that they say.
Yeah, we're being paid by the word today.
It's 75 cents for word. So we're going to make sure we talk it up.
Going to make $9,000 tonight.
$9,000 this quarter. They're killing my flow. So 1st and 10 right here at the 16-yard line. Cats football score right here, and it's really over.
Oh, that's a way early start. Throw. Oh, it's going to be picked.
And
pass is intended for right. Going down the left side of the field. Overthrown. Well, underthrown. Kind of outer thrown there. Ball should have been more towards the middle.
Sure should have been. Ball be spotted at the 3-yard line.
Ball picked off by number 3 for the Predators, Donald Jones, and he seems to be feeling that one.
I think he landed really awkwardly. Leg folded up pretty bad underneath him right there. But once again, if you have to turn the football over, turning it over inside your 5 is not that bad of a place to turn it over at. But this second half has been ugly offensively for the Cats. And it's really been non-existent because they've only had the ball for 5 plays.
But the Predators haven't cashed in.
And like we said earlier in the first half, all year long at home, the Peachstate Cats defense has played amazingly. They have covered up any mistake and every mistake that has been made by the offense.
Looks like we got a timeout right here.
kind of timeout is that, Coach?
That would be a Coca-Cola and Body Armor sports drinks timeout.
I don't think you need any Coca-Cola or Body Armor sports drink, Coke. I think you got enough energy going as it is.
Well, is it weird if you feel like your skin is crawling?
Yeah, but I don't think that's caused by Coca-Cola. Maybe the original Coca-Cola.
Yeah. You know, my grandma used to call them dopes. She would say, "Give me a dope." And that's what she meant was Coca-Cola.
There you go.
Because for those of you who don't know, Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it.
And there's
Way
also
back when. And there's a false start. Nice dramatic fall back there by the center. But it was, a lot of people don't realize it, but it had a medicinal use.
All right. So that'll bring up, so they had the ball at the 2, so that's going to bring up 1st and 5 at the 7 now, Coach.
And for those of you who watch Doc Hollywood, Coca-Cola will cure just about anything.
Doc Hollywood, huh?
Yep. And there's see ya. House call. Man, that's got to hurt. That ball picked off by number 5, Darius Wright. That's his second interception return for a touchdown of the day.
He's got 2 interceptions and 60 yards, Coach. I mean, that's the 6th turnover.
Yeah, that's scary to go out there for a quarterback. That guy owns the night.
I mean, 43-12, and your offense hasn't scored a point in the second half.
Despite marching up and down the field.
I mean, I'm talking about the Cats. The Cats don't have a first down in the second half, and they've scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, see, I'm not even worried about that. I'm talking about the fact that the Predators just can't seem to find the end zone.
Oh, no, they cannot. They've allowed the Cats to find the end zone twice. They've thrown 2 touchdown passes. They just forgot they weren't wearing the red jerseys tonight.
Richardson in a bit of a slump. See if he can pull himself out here. Normally automatic.
See if they can drive this one through right here. Letting the clock run.
Okay. Looked like they had shenanigans planned there. Either
False
that or he was going Aussie style on him.
I think so. I think that's exactly what was fixing to happen.
Can you do that?
As long as it's a drop kick, you can do it. He did it in the first game.
Maybe that's his issue. Maybe he's not getting a good hold. Maybe that's why he seems so frustrated. Because the hold is important, and kickers are picky, buddy.
Oh, yes.
And I met with a recruiter earlier this year, and he was talking about my kicker, and he said, "Coach, is he crazy?" And I was like, Coach, I wouldn't say he's crazy. I said, he's eccentric. And he was like, "Ooh, I like that. So I'm going to use that."
Here we go, Coach. A little different look.
There's the snap. Ed dribbles back. Buford fakes the pitch and gets back to about the 5-yard line.
That
attempt is no good. Buford a la option quarterback.
That was
there.
awesome. He fake optioned back to the kicker. And everybody on the defense was like, we don't care if you pitch it back to him.
It looked like maybe that came off the center's behind.
I think you are correct.
That's one of those deals sometimes where you're deep snapping. If you finish too high, it'll bounce right off your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Your release point's got to be the same every single time.
Just every time, Coach, or every single time?
Every single time. All I'm asking you to do is do the same thing over and over again. Seems like a simple task.
Yes.
But oftentimes miscues change the game.
Not oftentimes, Coach. Most times. I would say when somebody screws it up, especially in our experience, the scoreboard normally flips.
So with 12:55 left in the fourth quarter, it is 43-12. The Peachstate Cats over the Carolina Predators. There's the Richardson kick.
Hammered.
Long driving kick into the net and out of bounds. That ball will be placed at the 20-yard line where the Predators are going to try to put something together.
Now let's see if they place it at the 20 or at the 15 or at the 25. or at the other
Well,
one.
I think they put it at the 15 because they were like, there's a 5-yard penalty.
But they forgot the 5-yard penalty.
Penalty was on the kicking team.
There we go. I'm with you now, Coach. I can function with that thought process.
I'm sitting there looking for logic, and I'm like,
You're looking for logic when there is none to be had. Well, all of a
That
sudden
reminds me of a joke I'll tell you later.
Why did I all of a sudden become some horrible announcer from Unsolved Mysteries? The Carolina Predators showed up.
Little did they know.
That was really good. 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Predators. And like I said, clock's running, guys, and
Yeah, get on the ball, fellas.
they're not in any hurry.
McKinney in the gun. Looking out to his left. Fires one.
Hello.
Ouch.
That's the most painful 2-yard completion of the night.
And he popped up, and he's jumping around, but that hurt.
He's looking at the quarterback going, hey, they're jumping that route
Yeah.
now. Don't throw it again. There were 2 guys there.
Don't do that again.
Never throw that route again, ever. It's 43-12, and this game has slowed to the ultimate crawl.
Motion around the left side, right side. Thrown to the motion man. Hammered in the back. Pass intended for Little John. Broken up by number 8, Wofford for the Cats.
I mean, you're looking at this. This is an aerial game as it is, right, Coach?
Indeed.
But now when you're down this much and everybody knows you're throwing the football, they can sit on things that they know you're going to try to do. And like we talked about, there's not a whole lot of space. So windows close rapidly.
Yeah, they do. That's the thing is people are able to close so much more quickly.
And that's what made Kurt Warner such a great quarterback, is he had to play in this.
McKinney rolling to his right.
Oh.
Pass almost picked off by the Cats right there. Looks like a couple people had a shot at it. That pass intended for McLean.
Man, if he would have picked that one off, he would have been in jeopardy of losing his streak of picking it off and running to the end zone. He'd have had some work to do right there.
Yeah, that was going to be a haul.
That with everybody still in front of him. Last time he caught it at the goal line, it was him and, just carpet in front of him. So, 4th down right here. I'd look for the Big Mac attack, Coach.
They just tried it right there.
I'd look for it again. And I'd probably look for it every play from here on out.
There's a snap. McKinney drops, rolls to his right, fires down the right sideline. It's going to be caught. That ball caught by number 1 for the Predators. That is Sean Sanders on the catch. Brought down by number 5, Darius White.
Michael Sanders has a Michael Gill State Farm 1st down.
Indeed.
Yes. That's their first 4th down conversion of the game, Coach.
4th down's been pretty good to the Cats.
No, pretty good is an understatement. Scored 3 times on 4th down. So, 1st and 10 here, just inside the T-Mobile red zone.
Little John in motion, orbit motion around the top. McKinney takes off around the left side. Oh, he got folded up funny.
You know who made the tackle? Mr. Green.
That's our guy, Anthony Green. Also in on the tackle for the Cats, Quentin Johnson. And big number 92, Ricky Clake.
I mean, you can't really argue. If your defense is going to give up 12 points, 12 points, Coach.
In arena football, if your team gives up 12, you should win.
Every game. All right? Now, we realize that, what the Carolina Predators are bringing offensively are not going to be what the Carolina Energy brings next week offensively. But still, at home this year, Cats' defense has been phenomenal.
And motion basically trips.
Oh, man.
Almost gone the other way again. Again, a couple of Cats had a shot at that one.
That would have been a 49-yard interception return for a touchdown. I mean, every time they throw it, there's somebody in a red flashing in front of it.
Well, and when you're up 43-12, you can really afford to gamble.
Yeah, you can. We talked about the windows being smaller, so the DBs are going to get to your receivers because they're probably going to be sitting back thinking we don't want you to score fast. But now, since the field is compressed, and you're sitting here in that 6, 7, 8, 9 yard to the end zone thing, and the end zone is, it's not 10 yards realistically. Let's just look at how that thing is. Wow, cannon shot.
Yeah, that's rough.
Boy, if he hadn't caught that, it knocked his helmet off. All right, so that'll bring up 4th down, and the Cats are one play away from holding again. Did you see what time was left in the game, Coach?
I did not see that. It's got to be under 10 minutes.
I would hope it's way under 10 minutes, coaches.
We might catch a glance at the scoreboard here again in a second. I got my glasses on, so. Nope. T-Mobile Red Zone banner is kind of blocking the scoreboard.
Well,
It happens. And there's a snap.
Fakes
the throw out to the right.
Oh, what
left
a great
side.
call.
And McKinney just
What
rumbles into the end zone.
That was a great, great call.
I almost wonder how this game would differ if McKinney had started the game rather than Littlejohn. Littlejohn did a good job throwing the ball, but McKinney adds a different element.
McKinney has played a lot of the game, saying he's been throwing the ball to the team in red, though, Coach.
It's true. This is true.
So
he does have 2 pick sixes.
It is 43-18 right here, and it looks like the Predators are going for 2. And why not?
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to. Slot out to the left side. Motion also to the left.
That same play.
Trying to run the quick screen.
Lineman downfield.
And they caught. Okay, everybody was in the end zone.
No flags, man.
Okay.
No flags. 43-20, Coach.
Yep, let them play, right?
Hey, at this point in time, let them play.
The entire offensive line was standing in the end zone. Yeah, don't worry about it.
It was the ultimate screen pass.
Don't worry about it.
It was a screen pick. We got to put that in this year.
The screen pick.
Screen pick. We're just going to run out here and tackle all of the linebackers and DBs and throw it right in behind them.
That's a sound concept.
Like it. Been working on it. So
you need to put in the trap for 7-on-7.
7-on-7 trap. We'll double down and kick out the corner, throw the inside bubble screen. Otherwise known as the tunnel. Quick screens in 7-on-7. About as effective as a trap in arena football. But we have had a kid jump the quick screen in 7-on-7 and give up the pass over the top.
Golly, what was he thinking?
He should have been in his deep fist.
And nice kick right there, driven down to about the 3-yard line. Robinson on the return.
Hello.
Comes back to the left side. He's going to get thrown into the water cooler.
He's going to be down to about the 21-yard line. No, probably around the 22 right there. So the Cats will start at the 22-yard line.
So let me ask you this. Is it where you make contact with the wall or where you are when the whistle's blown?
Where you are when the whistle's blown. I'll just keep rolling. Just keep spinning.
Yeah, like spin down the wall?
Yeah, because we saw.
Like pitter-pat drill? Just
Omar Wright came off the wall and went and scored. So 1st and 10 right here. Ball's at the 22-yard line.
Cats looking for some offensive production.
They've had none in the second half. The Cats defense has outscored the Predators 12-7. Or, 12-8. That was
Lost
great.
his motion, man. Pain in the gun. Quick give up the gut.
Wow, hello.
To number 11, Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis just ran over someone on the inside zone play. Gain of 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 right here.
But most importantly, the clock runs.
I'm thinking that this is the whole run the clock, run the clock, run the clock. Because, literally, Coach, the only thing that matters right now is getting it to the triple zeros.
Yeah. Everything else is like we talked about before, academic.
Correct.
And the Cats are inside the Metro by T-Mobile Red Zone.
Yes, sir.
Here comes motion. And there's a snap. Payne drops, getting lots of pressure. Rolling. It's going to be hard pressed to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
Pass is incomplete.
Don't run backwards and don't throw it up. Yeah, both of those are ill-advised.
Yes, completely. That play did take a long time, though, Coach.
It did take a lot of time. On a positive note, that did take a lot of time off the clock.
So 3rd down and 7 right here. It'd be nice to get a first down so we could have 1 3rd down conversion on the night. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what they come up with right here. I'll throw that comeback route.
Payne in the gun. Motion. Robinson around the left side. That's where he's looking. Comes back to the right.
Ball is caught.
Has a receiver. Managed to catch that up against the wall. Almost looked like he trapped it on the wall. But I guess that's not against the rules.
So 1st down.
Nice catch right there by Evans.
That's a Michael Gill State Farm 1st down. All the way down to the 7-yard line. So 12-yard pickup on 3rd down. Brings us inside the 10-yard line. And literally every play inside the 10-yard line right here should be something that they're working on for next week.
Over the top motion by Robinson from left to right. Payne drops, rolls to his left, fires back.
That was a smart play.
I thought the defense was holding right there.
They were.
Not going to be called.
But what happened right there was the receiver had started to run 2 double breaking, 2 in routes, okay? And the outside receiver saw the corner jump inside, spun back out. When he spun back out, they grabbed a hold of him. But he threw the ball where only his guy could catch it. So it's going to bring up 2nd down from the 7.
What do you think about a royal blue jersey with chrome numbers?
That'd be great. Chrome helmets with royal blue face masks.
Payne drops.
Out route.
Looks out to his left. Has all day.
If this was 7-on-7, it'd be a sack.
And throws it up in the end zone. It's going to be picked. He comes back to the middle, doing a good job of protecting the ball. Finally going to be rodeoed down by Payne himself. Good job, Mr. Payne.
That is the 4th turnover of the night right there.
If you're going to throw a pick, go get it. But he did bulldog the guy. That's totally what it looked like.
Yeah, I thought we were getting ready for the suplex. DDT.
I was thinking he was going. You ever seen calf roping?
Yes.
That's kind of what it looked like.
The hog tied.
Yep. I tied one of my fraternity brothers up like that in the living room with vacuum cleaner cord. It was pretty entertaining.
All right, then. Okay. That's my comments, and I'm sticking to it.
He came in, it was like a joke. He came in and like about 3 of us jumped in from behind the couch because he had been talking junk the day before we were playing volleyball in the backyard. And we tied him up with a vacuum cleaner and then just left him there.
Wow.
And he got mad and he slid around the living room floor until he could find a bottle, busted the bottle, and cut the cord on the vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
So we had to buy a new vacuum cleaner.
So basically you tied up MacGyver and he figured out a way out of it?
Yep.
There you go. Old Angus. What is going on? This has got to be a penalty.
They're not throwing flags anymore, man.
They have been in the huddle for 7
The referees
hours.
are like, let's go home. We're not throwing flags anymore.
They just went ahead and drew this one up. They had the tops of the water bottles out there. You're going to go right here. You're going to go right here. You're going
All right,
to
check it out. You're the cigarette butt. You're the bottle cap. All right. McLean in motion.
Go
McKinney
route.
drops. Throw to McLean. He's
Touchdown.
open. Touchdown.
They're going for 2.
It's the Big Mac attack for the Predators.
Wow.
And, I will say to the Cats, your only job is don't let anybody behind you.
And that's a Michael Gill State Farm touchdown.
And it's not like you're going to miss that guy. He's 6'1", 245 pounds.
Yep.
I mean, he's hard to miss.
And we're 43-26 right here, Coach, and I've done the math. I don't know how much time is left. There can't be a whole lot.
If they get in, it's a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
If they miss this 2-point conversion, it stays at a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
So this is huge. This is a huge play.
But it was 23 points, and I was sitting there going, 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, and it's 44-43. And that would be a collapse of historic proportions.
Well, if you get this 2-point, the next time you don't have to go for 2.
No, you do not. But we saw them kick one time.
There's a snap. McKinney rolls right. Fires it.
Got it.
And it's good to complete the Little John.
43-28.
Uh-oh. Oh. I'm not laughing at the score. Somebody said something from the production crew. It's pretty funny.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the runners said something.
We've just been fired. Those responsible for sacking those guys have been sacked.
Oh, geez. So now it's a 15-point game. It's a 2-possession game.
Man, this game turned in a hurry, Coach. An absolute,
on a dime, buddy.
I mean, an absolute hurry. Unbelievable. For those of y'all in Atlanta, Braves won today. Ended their mini slide of 3 games. Right now in Atlanta, Georgia Tech 5, Auburn 2 in the 9th inning. It's not over yet. Georgia Tech has to go to their bullpen. And Athens, Florida.
Is Auburn baseball any good?
Really good. Been hurt. They had a bad year from an injury standpoint this year.
Yeah, when I say I'm an Auburn fan, I'm an Auburn football fan,
But if you're playing at this point in time in college baseball, you're pretty good.
And there's the kick. It's a low spinning kick. Going to be caught at about the 2-yard line by Robinson. Here he comes down the middle. Makes a move, goes to the left, but he's not going anywhere.
His job right there is to hold on to the football, which is exactly what he did.
Good job right there by number 4, Allen.
Be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line right here for the Peachstate Cats. And their job right now is to run the clock and score.
Yeah, hold the football.
This game has gotten way too interesting. I mean, way too interesting. And, give Carolina credit. We've been talking about them not taking not being in any hurry.
Yeah, you're a pick 6 away from this being a nail biter.
Exactly.
Like if I'm on the sideline, I'm a duck on the water. I look
right.
like everything's okay.
We're at 1 minute.
Inside, I'm panicking.
We're at 1 minute.
Yeah,
What?
so you're okay.
You're at 1 minute on the clock.
But it's real time. Get a first down.
Wait a minute. I thought it was that 1 minute that did the. Looks like the Peachstate Cats called timeout.
Okay.
That would be a what, Coach?
That would be a Coca-Cola Body Armor Sports Drinks timeout. I still really like the numbers. You know how good that would look on a blue jersey? Hey, rumor has it, Score Sports 58 is going to donate jerseys as well as the Go Route.
Jerseys, huh?
Super excited about that. It is a tax write-off. Just saying. Call it a tithe, call it whatever,
They're telling the clock operator to put.
We're going to restart the 4th quarter.
No, we don't. This has been the longest arena game in the history of arena games.
It really has been long.
So 1st and 10 at the 17 for the Cats right here.
Oh.
Offside.
Yep.
There it is.
They mistimed that one.
And
they're going to back them up.
the 15th penalty of the night. 15 penalties, Coach.
Maybe they're getting paid by the penalty.
Well, they might be getting paid by the penalty. But, right now, they've got enough money to eat pretty much wherever they want to in the state of Georgia for the next 3 weeks.
Well, I was thinking, Fogo de Show. That sound good?
Hey, I've never been there, but I've heard great things. And if we took my brother there, we'd never leave.
Paying the gun, there's a snap. He drops, throws down the middle of the field.
Good Lord.
Looking for Omar Wright. Ball faded to the right side, though.
Badly. It's almost like he expected him to run a corner. Either that or he expected him to stay straight on the seam, and Wright took it to the post. That looks like what he's talking about right now, like maybe he saw something back in the middle of the field. So it's second down right here.
Very little time left in this game.
But it's only a 2-possession game, and if you keep letting them score on one play.
Yeah, it could change in a hurry. Looks like Robinson's going to be the motion man. There's a snap.
Pressure.
Pressure right up the gut.
Going deep.
Payne rolls left, throws deep.
And picked.
And it's going to be picked off. But it looks like he's going to be brought down.
At about the 8-yard line.
That ball picked by number 1. Marquez Robbs for the Carolina Predators.
It's hard for me to just fathom what I'm watching right here.
Well, what was going to be a blowout, the Predators, even if they come up short, have made this at least respectable.
Way too interesting for any of the Cats fans right here. 43-28. Ball's going to be spotted down. It looks like they put it at the 9-yard line right here.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I'm like, nothing behind you. Nothing behind you.
Yeah, just line up deep.
Motion man's your side, backpedal.
Yeah, backpedal. Start running before the snap.
McKinney in the gun. Orbit motion from right to left. There's a snap. He drops. Throw across the middle. Has a man. And he gets rocked. But they're going to call him down.
That's going to be a first down.
Pass complete to number 85, Joshua Marcus.
It's going to be a Michael Gill State Farm first down right there, Coach. The 8th first down of the game compared to 2 for the Peachstate Cats. But the Peachstate Cats have a 2-touchdown lead.
It's crazy stats. There's snap. McKinney drops. Tries to
Sacked.
take off. Huge play right there for the Cats. Great job right there by number 42, Quentin Johnson for the Cats.
And he was there in a hurry. Loss of 4. Bring up second down and 14.
He came off the ball like a scalded dog right there.
A scalded dog. Like he was shot out of a cannon. How many more of these can we do, Coach?
Probably quite a few.
Yeah. So things are getting interesting in Atlanta. So
it's bottom of the ninth. There's 2 outs though, but Auburn's got runners at first and second.
And they brought the winning run to the plate. All right.
McKinney in the gun.
2nd and 14 right here.
Big Mac McLean coming around the right side in orbit motion. I'll be looking for him, and there's the throw. Oh, and he just can't hang on to it. It's tough right there when your hands turned into buttered bricks. That's tough.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 right here. Both teams right now are 1 for 6 on 3rd downs, Coach.
1 for 6.
1 for 6. Peachstate is 3 for 5 on 4th downs, and Carolina is 1 for 5 on 4th downs.
So neither team has been an offensive juggernaut
No,
tonight.
they have not.
Little John in motion on the left side for the Predators. Kenny drops, steps up, fires across the middle to nobody. I think there's a little miscommunication with he and Little John.
What? So, 4th down and essentially the game right here, Coach. So, what were you who are you going to right here, Coach?
Me, McLean. That's out.
Auburn wins. 3-run walk-off bomb to win the game.
Unseated beats number 3.
Sickening. And he caught that.
Pass complete right
and
there.
And it's a 1st down.
Not sure what pose that was.
That was the...
Did he just shoot a spider web?
I don't know.
Some Spidey action right there. Comic book fan. Timeout by the Carolina Predators. That's a Coca-Cola Body Armor Sports Drinks timeout.
(43-28). It's got to be down to the last part of the game right here, Coach. But from what I just saw, I'm not counting anything out.
Yeah, geez. That's tough, man.
Yeah, that's a gut punch if you ever had one.
Up 5-2 with 2 outs.
Mm-hmm. Had 2 strikes on the last 2 guys and gave up back-to-back hits. And now Auburn's sitting in the catbird seat. And Georgia Tech has no pitching left.
Is it a series?
Yeah, well, it's a tournament.
There's a snap.
There's
McKinney
a sack.
gets hit, doesn't go down. Finally tackled. Nice, secure tackle there by number 8 for the Cats, Wofford.
I mean, that's got to be close to being it right here.
You ever eaten there? This is it?
No, I have not.
Place, fellas, anybody? Was it good? Okay. What was the best thing you ate? Couldn't have been that good. All right, folks. At the end of 4, your Peachstate Cats 43, the Carolina Predators 28. And going out at home with a win. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Score Sports 58 Network.
Cats take on the Carolina
Energy
next week in the first round of the AAL playoffs.
Have